Hello, everybody. Welcome back to BareRose Garage. What's going on? Oh, I gotta switch over to the comments. Good Lord, lazy son of a gun. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Auto Salvage, good to see you. Buff's Garage. I gotta move that screen so I can see it a little better. There we go. Oh, we got a different kind of live going on tonight. We got Cousin Mike is in the house. We're trying out a double live. He's got a live going on at the same time. Did you hit it yet?
Yeah,
Yep.
everything's in your life.
So let's see who else we got here. We got Allen's and Turbo Tom 416. Great seeing y'all tonight. Well, the reason I brought Cousin Mike over is because of the topic of the live today and this week. We're going to try channel building and the things that I've learned along the way and the things that I've that worked and some of the things that didn't work as I was getting the subs that I needed and all that stuff to go to the No Name Nationals. And basically how I built BareRose Garage, the YouTube channel. And maybe try to pass some of that off to you guys and so we can all get to the No Name Nationals next year. Or any luck, might make a few bucks of this. Travis learns to play guitar. Now that's an interesting one right there. That channel's got me some ideas for the next one. How's it working over there on your end?
I got Buff in here.
Oh, sweet! Look at
He
that.
said he's on both.
Yeah, we cross the streams. Envious Creations. Good to see you, man. Well, some of the things, well, I had a bullet point out here, but yeah, me and whiteboards, we don't get along. So, oh, some of the things that I've learned. Number one, hey, Daniel Jessup. Great to see you, man. That's the first time you've come up into my life. I'll tell you what, if any of you guys want to know about, let's see, which side? It's this side. If any of you guys are interested about classic Fords and Y blocks, go check this guy out right here. He knows them inside and out. And his shop is nice and purty. He plays with the shiny stuff, not the greasy old rusty junk that I do. Good to see you, Daniel. Yep, we're all gonna die now. Bubba, great to see you, man. BNR, always good to see you. Okay, some of the things that I learned, and oh, you can pipe in anytime there.
I haven't learned anything.
Well, some of the things that we learned, number one is your name. You gotta have a name that people can easily identify and find. My biggest drawback when I first started is my name was BareRose, and nobody could find me. Every time you typed it in, you get all kinds of gardening stuff. That really held me back. It wasn't until I combined the name, because it's actually my last name, and then added garage, people could find me, and I started to pick up my sub count off of that. So really, really put some thought into your name. And one of the ways that I would kind of test the waters on it is after I changed it, I went over to another computer that wasn't logged in, onto mine, and had never looked up anything that I had had anything to do with. And then I tried it, and I tried typing in my name. I even went to the library and tried to find me on YouTube. And BareRose Garage worked, so I stuck with it. So put a lot of thought into your name, and don't be afraid to change it, because if you change it, it changes for everybody. Like the wrench, he changed it to First Responders Garage. Now he's easy to find. That's a prime example of that. Oh, look at there. We got dancing girls up in there. Holy cow. I'll bet you one of my mods can grab a hold of them and throw them out. See what you did, Landon?
Drive girls crazy. Maybe I can find a date.
I bet you there'll be pits in it. Anyway, so really put some really good thought into a name, something that's easy identifiable. And I won't lie to you, BareRose Garage, I was branding there a little bit, trying to develop a brand with that name. So that's an easy one. The next one, setting up your channel page, your home page. That's very, very important. I'll see if I can do one of these days I will.
Full creative potential. Go to fxhome.com.
I had this set up. Where'd it go?
No me.
Oh, dead air, dead air,
Dead air.
dead air, dead air. It's a killer.
Yep.
Then I'll see if I can do this. Screen share it. Nope. Ah, it won't do it. Ah. Anyway, dadgummit. You work on yours?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Another one is get a computer that's fast enough that you can do all this stuff with. Trying to do it with an old computer is sometimes is a pits. Anyway, that way you set up your home page, kind of think of it as a first impression type kind of thing. You want to draw people primarily to your newest videos and your feature video, the little intro video right up at the front. That's a good place for that. And your latest and newest videos right out from under that. And then I try to go into my playlists after that one. I try to keep my shorts at the bottom of all of that. Because I'm trying to focus everybody onto the latest video that I put out, which I've been lacking on there lately. But so I can draw as many views on that. Boy, in rehearsal, this went a lot easier. Like I rehearse anything. Anyway, really look at some of the developed channels, like Uncle Tony's Garage is a good one. Just open up his homepage and look at the format that he's got there. That is a perfect and prime way to set up your homepage. I got caught between the dancing girls. Yeah, it happens.
I can share screen, sir.
You got it on yours? Yours is newer and faster than mine. Okay, and that's, figuring that out, getting that set up to draw as many people to watch your full-length videos. Try to really work on your homepage for that. The other one is the mechanics of the algorithm. And I got to thank Buzz over at Roadkill for that one. I mean, the stuff that he taught us and the No Name 500 really went into depth on what YouTube is looking for on how to promote and how to push your videos. And number one is in your title. Those first 100 characters that are in that, those are beyond important. That's the first thing that YouTube looks for on how they're going to, who they're going to push your video out to. So inside of there, you always want, like, if you're working on a car, like Buzz said many times, you want the make, model, year, everything of the car in there, and a quick little description, title of what it is you're doing that day on it. The more things you can put in those first 100 characters in your title, the better you're going to get at getting your stuff out there to other people. To get people to watch your long videos, tag it right and make a good video. Yep. And that brings me to the other one, the tags. There's two types of tags. There's the hashtags. Everybody knows those, you know, the hashtag whatever, hashtag no name nationals. Not necessarily those, the tags. When you go into your YouTube studio, scroll down, and there's a section in there, you can put all kinds of tags. One of the tricks that I found, because I want people to be able to find my channel name, is in my tag defaults. So every video I upload has got my channel name in it. So every time somebody would look up BareRose Garage, you know, to try to find me, it would also pull up the videos because they're tagged in every one of my videos. In the beginning, that really helped so people could find me. And also in my tags, because it's actually my name, I spell out my name in it too. So if I'm telling people on the street or at a car show or something like that, my channel, you know, I say, oh, just look up BareRose Garage. Well, if they know me, they'll type in my actual name and one of my videos will pop up because I have my name in the tags. So that's how I got up. I went from, oh, I was in the teens in my sub count. Once I started doing those little tricks like that, I bounced up to about 40. And then John made the announcement and for the No Name Nationals, and then I took off from there. I don't have to tag him in a video. He's right here. See, tag, he's it. Now the hashtags are totally different. When you hashtag something, it categorizes it with every video that's hashtagged that way, and it's kind of put over into an area. Like when we were hashtagging No Name Nationals, everybody with that hashtag was over in this group, so you could go into that one area of YouTube and just watch all of our videos, everything that was hashtagged that way. And in the beginning, I was putting them hashtags in my title. You know, 1958 Ford Fairlane, hashtag No Name Nationals. What that does is that takes up those 100 characters, the valuable space. I move the hashtags down into my description, because if I move them down into the description, well, when I publish it, you'll see the little blue hashtags up above your title anyway. So it doesn't waste those characters, those 100 characters in your title. So when you use a hashtag, try to put them down in the description so it doesn't waste your title space. That first, like I said, the title is the number one important and all of that to get the algorithm to notice you. The first thing it looks for is that. The second thing it looks for is the description. And then it'll go down through and it'll go to your channel. It'll looks up your channel description. So make sure you've got your channel homepage description where it says info about and all of that. Make sure you fill that out too, because that it's kind of at the bottom of the list of what the algorithm looks for, but it's in there. So And every little bit helps, because like everybody knows, this YouTube stuff, it's like throwing a quarter in the slot machine and pulling the handle every time you hit that publish button. It's all a gamble. It's just ways that you can increase your odds towards it. So with that, I think I'll throw out the invite here. I mean, I'm going to keep talking about more of this, but sometimes it's easier if you have any questions. You can pop right in and ask them right direct. Yep. And it doesn't matter how many subs you have. A channel with 0 subs, has got almost the same shot as a channel with 1 million subs. Now, YouTube will push the 1 million sub guy a little more because they're selling more ad space on that guy. And that's how YouTube makes money is, this is like the new radio stations, the new TV stations. YouTube makes their money off of selling ads and stuff like that. Hey, there you go, Travis. How's it going?
It's going.
Decided to come in and join the party, huh?
Oh yeah, always. I was on Bucks there for a little bit.
Cool.
And then because Leighton came over tonight and picked up his 440.
All the cool people.
Cool.
Here, though.
And then came in the house and Buck was live, and then he said you were live, so I jumped over here. And then
Cool.
my other channel got blocked by your channel.
It did.
Yeah, I was in the middle of the spam come through, and evidently I got clicked on when I got timed out.
Uh-oh. Did
And
it
jump over to
accidentally
my
hit you?
yeah.
We were talking about that on Buff's live too, on how that can accidentally happen. And after this, I'll go back and I'll make sure you're not permanently banned.
That's fine.
Or,
From a horse.
Well,
yeah,
that's it.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, that's just my second channel. I mean,
yeah.
I was on Bucks because he wanted to promote it for me. I asked him if he'd promote it for me, and he would. So I jumped onto mine so I could get the link to it quick.
That's jokes.
What are your thoughts on the new channel? Like, you're starting all over. Have you all the stuff that Buzz gave us, the advice and stuff? Are you seeing it different with the new channel now?
Well, I haven't really dwelled in the channel very deep. And I've just been really putting out shorts on it, but see, I didn't know about, like you were talking about, putting your channel name down the tags and stuff like that. I'll start doing that on my videos too. My
hidden spot, nobody sees it.
Right. But yeah, I gotta change a few things around. So they'll come up all the time and see how that channel grows. I don't know how well it's going to, because I'm really lacking in the musical talent right now for some reason.
It's tough to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, but we'll just see how that channel goes. It's more one for me. I set it up more so it would make me practice. It would be a way to make me where I would sit down and practice my guitar all the time, because I don't do that.
I haven't done it in so long. I actually, though, I know this is a little off topic, but I had an idea I was going to shoot at you. I was going to surprise you in a short, but I've got half a song written. I was going to do one verse, throw a rhythm down, throw it to you, and then you come up with a lead or throw another one.
Yeah, we can try that.
Yeah.
Singer, songwriter.
And I'll get cousin Mike to play the ukulele in there and the kazoo. We'll have a hell of a band going.
Hey, that'll work.
A virtual jam session.
Yeah. Well, a couple people have commented and said that if I wanted to, we could set up like a little live and jam over YouTube.
Yeah, I'm
which
down.
would be kind of neat.
And that brings me to one of the big ways to grow your views and get your subs. And Mike here, cousin Mike, he's the only one that really took the advice on that. Branch out. Go hog wild, branch out into other things, and don't be afraid to join in other lives and anything like that. Even if it's stuff that really doesn't, correspond with what you're doing, don't be afraid to dive in there and meet people and grow your audience out away from everybody.
That's good stuff. I mean, I didn't really think, not saying I didn't have faith in myself, but I thought 500 subs was going to be impossible.
Oh, same here.
And it's just like, oh, what have I talked myself into? But now I got about half as many subs as what you have, BareRose. I'm at like 1250.
Actually, I'll tell you the truth. I consider myself about 1250 because my viral I don't count. YouTube counts it for me, but I don't count it because this is hard to say. YouTube's going to get me for it, but I'll say it. Shorts will give you empty subs. I only get about 10% of them that translate over to actually watching, and I'm very, very thankful for them, but very few of them actually go and watch my long form stuff.
Right, and that's where the meat and potatoes are, is the long form stuff.
Yes, you have to direct everything towards that. But I got lucky on that one I did viral, because it was connected already to the long form, where you actually see me clean the engine off and everything with it. And it was a chaptered one. It was, I think it's like 30 minutes long. So it's got different, I broke it into chapters. So the people that did go to watch it, the long form one, it has a really high retention rate because of that. So that
see, I've been thinking about
watch hours way up.
Cool. I've been thinking about maybe while I'm videoing something, taking a short in the middle of it.
Can't believe I don't have 1,000.
And posting that short and tying it to the long video.
Yeah. And you could, if you had the equipment, another camera, video yourself making a video on how to make a video. You got 3 videos right there. And like you said, plus shorts.
Yeah.
4 opportunities right there in one shoot.
That's a good idea, BareRose.
And every one of them will tie in different ways.
Right.
Come on.
You'll get there. You'll get there, Hot Rod Reverend. And again, this is one of the guys that I used to watch and I really looked up to. It's so cool to see him in my life. Sorry, geeking out a little bit here. A little starstruck.
Well, BareRose, you remember this because he said he tipped the 500. He probably went over 500 and dropped back down to like 470, 460. And then it eats, and then over the next few days they come back pretty quick, and then you're up over it.
Yeah, and guys, don't get discouraged over that. They slowly come back.
get more subs.
And I noticed it mostly happening on lives when you're in somebody's live, and you get a lot of subs, and then you wake up in the morning and they took them all away. But YouTube does slowly give them back. I think they tried, they pull them and they scrub them down and make sure that they're real people, not bots
Right.
latching on to you.
Right, and I think it's just a vetting process that YouTube goes through.
Yeah. I
And
actually
then
think
when
it's there to protect us.
it
even if
might
it's a pain
be,
in the butt.
it's annoying
Yeah, I do.
because I remember I hit 1,000 subs, and then I dropped back to like 800, and then had to work back up. Oh, there's Leighton in the dark.
What's up?
You at
Good to
home
see you,
yet?
Leighton.
I know Travis had to stop and get the kids some food, so
You know where we are.
I'm about 15 minutes from the house.
Oh, okay. Motor still on the trailer?
Still on there.
Good.
These two right here are good ones. Video length. In the beginning, I say about 5 to 10 minutes when you're first beginning. And when you go into your analytics, and it'll tell you your retention rate. And as long as you're getting people to watch it at least halfway, then you can go longer. Let the retention rate determine how long your videos need to be.
Well, I asked Tony about that long ago,
Yeah,
and I'm still figuring that really when you're getting started, I would say a minute per 100 subs, up to 500. So if you're under
as a starting point, yeah.
right when you're first starting out and you have under 100, try and stay a minute, maybe two at most. And then as you go up in subs, once you get to like 300, try and stay in that 3 minute, maybe 4 minute range.
Yeah.
And just kind of keep easing yourself up. And then once you get to that 500 and start kind of established, well, then just make sure your videos aren't 30 minutes of boring material.
Yes, editing. And you don't have to get super fancy with the editing. By editing, and I got this from Blake, golden words, cut the fat out. Nobody wants to see your feet as you're walking across to the next part. Nobody wants to see you go over to the toolbox and fumble through looking for a 9/16 that was supposed to be there, but you stuck the 1/2 inch in there.
Yeah.
That would be good for like a short.
Yeah. Or a blooper reel.
Right,
Or something like that.
Like one when I was using my jigsaw. I was trying out new jigsaw blade, and I didn't have the blade all the way in the jigsaw, and I hit it and it shoots the blade out of the bottom. Well, that didn't work.
And Arrowhead, he's a great asset too. If you have any questions or anything like that about camera work or camera qualities and stuff like that, and videoing in general, Arrowhead is one heck of a great guy as well. And Blake, yours aren't 30 minutes of garbage.
We like that 30 minutes of garbage. Keep doing it. We like that 30 minutes of garbage. That's the best garbage I've seen on the internet.
Hey, Travis, are you premiering anything after work tomorrow?
No.
All right, I might drop a video tomorrow at 6 then.
All right.
The trip and everything.
Yeah, what I gotta do, I gotta go in tonight and set up a video for tomorrow, because I still have a bunch of the dash cam videos that I have not set up, so I need to set some up and get ahead again. I've been kind of busy.
Yeah, I wish I'd have had my dash
Spot
cam
on.
or my GoPro with me, because I about seen a wreck on the way home. When you cross 3 lanes of traffic to get an exit, kind of a bad idea.
Yeah. Short videos will give you subs, but no hood,
On long
no good,
videos, yeah.
no good on long videos.
Yeah, that's why I say don't pay attention to my sub count. I'm actually about where Travis is because that viral I had go, I got 1,300 subs off of that.
Wow.
And it still pops up from time to time, people watching it. But I focus on the ones that are, actually watching my long form. Now I love y'all, but that's where my focus is on my retention and everything like that.
Well,
When it comes to
BareRose,
that,
right. Well, I noticed something about the shorts, at least the ones I've been putting out. The first hour that I have the short out is all the views I'm gonna get on it for some reason. Because I've had a few of them get like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 views in an hour. And it looks like this, for like the first 10 minutes, it's flat with like maybe, 8, 9 views maybe. And then it goes straight up to wherever that it's going to level off at, and then levels off. And it's always within that first hour. And then I really don't get any more views off it.
Are you putting a description in it?
Yes.
And, you're treating it just like a regular long form?
Most of them, yes. Now, some of them, I'll just do on my phone, hit it, and go, and then not come in the house, and because I can't put a description in on my phone for some reason.
Over 100
Yeah.
hours on.
So I got to get on the computer and do it. But all of them, no matter if I put the description in or not, it's always that like first hour. Once that hour's over, it's like YouTube's done with the video.
Sometimes it'll hit like that. I've had ones that, pop hard. And oddly enough, I find for me that it works if I publish them at 6 o'clock in the morning, my time. That's
Okay.
when mine hit. Now, it doesn't work for everybody.
Right.
I can't explain it. I told cousin Mike here about it, but his don't hit at that time. What time do you usually hit on yours?
6 p.m.
You're hitting at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
See, he's at direct opposite. 6 p.m. His are popping. If I throw them out at 6 p.m., nothing, crickets. So, when it comes to that, I don't know.
Well, I've noticed my videos have been having come out every day at noon. They're as I keep posting them every day at noon, same time. They're getting better and better and better. They're performing better. So it's like YouTube knows I'm going to drop it at noon. They're expecting me to drop a video at noon. So then they push that video out.
Yes. YouTube will recognize, they'll recognize your pattern because it's your pattern. So they'll know who to direct it to. It can be whatever pattern you decide to set to.
Right.
As long as you're consistent with that,
right, and that's
your
what
audience will start to, I know when your videos come out, so I'm anticipating it when it comes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, YouTube kind of figures it out and says, okay, yeah, these are going to come out every day at this time. So I think that's helping a little bit.
I got that from Uncle Tony, from listening to Uncle Tony.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, when I was consistent and I fudged with it, I said, I'm going to try it at this time. Tank, crickets. And some of them, I was actually listening for crickets because I didn't even get that.
Wow.
But if you're consistent, oh yeah. And that's where Dallas's advice came in hardcore. And if y'all want to know the truth, the reason I got the 500 subs is because I would go out and I would film 5 videos. I'd film the whole week's worth of videos, and I'd go in and schedule them. Monday, 7 a.m., Tuesday, 7 a.m. This one, all week long for the same time. And I kept that running all week long, even though I was only in the shop for 1 day a week.
Right.
It looked like I was out there every day.
Yeah. I got what you're saying. And that was kind of the idea behind these old dash cam videos I have.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't have a lot of time right now to do videos, so now I have a consistent every day, 30 days of videos, pretty much.
And, if you have to go off and do other things, you want to spend the day with the wife, you got to work late, something comes up, doesn't matter. You still have a video coming out that day.
Right. And that's what I was talking about. I need to get back ahead of my videos. So I was doing, about 4 or 5 days at a time. And now I've come to the end. I don't have one for tomorrow that I've got set up, so I got to go set it up tonight before I go to bed. At least one.
And the other one, and this is a secret that's coming up now, and I watched Nick Nimmons and Roberto Blake and all of those because I'm starting to take this stuff a lot more serious than I used to. It went from being just a documenting channel to this YouTube stuff's kind of fun, so I'm taking it a little more serious now. Playlists are
Yes.
supposed to be the new shorts. YouTube is
Right.
going to start pushing them. They're not going to be viral like shorts were, but they're really looking to push those.
Right. Well,
So,
I've always done playlists.
yeah. And as
Like,
much as you can do that, do it.
right, because like all the lowering kit is in one, one playlist, and then like the dash cam, I have another playlist for it and stuff like that. So that way, if somebody wants to go see like how I lowered my truck, they can sit there and just go right to the playlist and watch every single video I put out about it.
Uh-huh.
Which I know might be only one view per video, but that's one view per video. I'm pretty confident I'm gonna be sitting. I think I'm doing really good if I get 75 views on a video right now.
Yeah, that's still not bad.
If I can get 75 views, I'm doing good. If I get 100, I'm elated. 50 is kind of the norm right now. And that's fine. I'm not trying to make $1 million on YouTube, but I'm like you, I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
And I'm having fun. I have fun coming on these lives when I'm able to and stuff like that. So.
And lives are a great way to get people to know you.
Right.
It's more, well, it's live.
Well, it's like whenever Austin and them, a Days Money Garage, they broke off from Tony's and made their own. And then everybody was kind of like, well, that's unfair. They got 5,000 subs just off Tony. And I told Austin, I said, what you need to do is you need to get into the lives with a No Name National so everybody knows you. And they know that you're a human being and not just a robot trying to just run on somebody else's coattails. You need to get in the lives. You need to meet people face to face. You need to talk, and they see that you're a decent, cool person. And they did that. And they were all surprised that everybody just kind of accepted them with open arms after that. Because everybody knew them.
Well, honestly, they started their channel way early. Austin started back at Uncle Tony's meet and greet. That's when we all met him. It just took him forever to start his own channel.
Right.
So
but
we all wanted to sub him. He just didn't have a channel.
Right. But there were some people that were kind of, I don't want to say offended, but a little miffed that he just started a channel and all of a sudden he's got 5,000, subscribers, and people are struggling to get 500. And it really wasn't his fault. It was one of those things. He was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Any of us.
Right.
There it is. 5 people in your house. What?
Yeah, stupid does sell. Comedy does sell in shorts.
Yes, yes, they do.
That's so stupid.
and it's best to relate that all to your channel so you can get them to draw in to what it is you're doing.
So all kinds of stupid on here.
I don't know. I think I'm trying to be just as honest and raw as I possibly can on my channel.
And guys
I try not to do a whole lot of editing to my videos. I try and do them in one take. I try not to put a lot of fill in my videos. If I do, I edit that stuff out. Like you said, walking around stuff. But
This one gets me every time. Go back and watch my first videos. You'll see I'm a dead
So
fish.
much
I
work.
am not even close to what you see now. When Buzz was or Buff was Buck.
there you go. There you go. It's one of the bees.
Boy, now there's 3 shout outs. Just trying to remember one.
It's kind of like
when
this
he
to
was-
say what the buck.
When he was reviewing all of us that had already made it over, when he came to me, I said, okay, go back to my first video. I want you to review me from my very first video. Yeah, watch it. I mean, it's painful for me to watch.
I don't watch my first videos. I just don't because I know they're painful.
I laugh at them now.
Because like you said, I was a dead fish.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I really was. I look back at them, and now I'm pretty comfortable in front of the camera. You know, I still have problems remembering stuff, and I edit some of that stuff out because there'll be 5 minutes of what's this thing called? You know, pointing at an intake and being like, this is the yeah.
When your brain doesn't communicate with your mouth to spit out the word you're supposed to try to say, like buck, buck, buzz.
What the buck? What the buck? That's gonna be my new thing. What the buck?
But I'm still shocked at that. Actually, what you're seeing is me. I've just finally gotten comfortable with the camera and knowing that it's there. I'm not concentrating on what I'm saying anymore like I was. You know, I was trying too hard to not have to edit because I hate editing. I got to nail this in one shot, so I'm thinking too hard about too many things and
right. And the thing is people pick up on that too.
Yes.
If you're real stiff in front of the camera, you're unsure, people pick up on that. But if you're relaxed and you're just talking to them like you would be, you know, stand on the street talking to them, they pick up on that too. Oh, look, it's what the buck. It's what the buck. That's my new thing, Buck. It's what the buck.
Yeah. Leighton started that a while ago. Yeah. So how's it going?
Oh, we're just talking about the good old days when you know we froze up in front of the camera.
Oh, well, I was real like kind of skittish or something in the beginning.
That's what me and BareRose was just talking about. How we were real quiet and hard to dig anything out of ourselves.
Right. But this here live stuff really loosened me up, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. It made it a lot easier to just be comfortable in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's why I do these open mic type things. So if you ever want to try it, and I'm not the only one, there's other channels that do open mic settings. Yeah.
Matter of fact,
you know,
Hop in, give it a try.
Yeah, BareRose is the first channel I went on. I was like 9:30 on Saturday night or something like that. I said nobody's gonna see me, so I'll just jump in there.
Well, that's the same thing I did. I didn't go live myself until I'd been on 7 or 8 lives. You know.
Yeah.
And then my first live is just my hands anyway.
Well,
Remember, I rebuilt the carburetor. On that very first live I did, I rebuilt the carburetor. All you can see is my hands.
Right, and then all the no-name national workshops and stuff, they were talking about how you need to be personal, get your face in there, and
Yes.
talk to the camera, just
Right.
do it. Like Nike says, just do it. So that's what I did. I mean, I was on the camera in the beginning anyway, even before no-name national.
$1,000 per 10,000 subs. I don't know about that, Renegade. And especially now that the short thing is really hit hard, it doesn't matter on subs.
I know. I thought it was
for how much money you're going to make off of it. There are so many variables on what you're actually going to earn off of this.
And then the commercials that they use and stuff too. It depends on what they pay. But I saw somewhere it was only like $4 for every 1,000 views you get. So you need a lot of views in order to get any kind of real money.
And whether they watch the whole video, if they skip it,
30 seconds is what a view is considered.
Yeah. So I mean, I figure, if I start getting monetized, I figure I can be $1 an hour. So,
and
I'll be happy with that.
Don't be afraid of being monetized. You can do this. You can do this without the money in your mind. Whatever you want to do with it, but keep it in your mind that if you deny the money, all you're doing is you're giving all of it to YouTube. YouTube is offering a cut to us, and it's actually a larger cut. They're offering us 55% of the cut. They only take 45.
Right, but you think about it, there's millions of channels, and there's probably millions that are monetized. So think how much YouTube makes off a monetized channel.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they make a ton of money because they're dealing in volume. Even if they just took 25%, they'd still make a killing. So
yes, and don't be afraid of mistakes. Exactly. No. I'll tell you what. There's one guy on here he's probably my favorite channel, and if he would just put a little work into his titles, he would probably be 10 times the size of my channel. Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. That's a guy that doesn't know cars, but you get to watch him learn how to work on cars, and he throws all of his mistakes in there, and he ain't afraid to do it.
Right.
Yeah, I like watching his stuff.
Uh-huh.
Now my thing is I have a bad thing about remembering to like or comment on a video and I know some people might say, well, Travis doesn't watch videos because he doesn't comment or like. I am watching videos, but I might not comment and like on the videos, which I should. I should do that for people because that helps everybody.
Yes. The way I look at it is there's 1,000,001 experts that know everything on YouTube, and 99% of them are just in the comments, but
Right.
So
I'm not one of them.
How do you stand out? You stand out by showing people you don't know, but you want to learn.
Right.
I'm still learning.
Yeah. And every day.
Yeah, there's just so much. I mean,
hello, Cheryl.
I just need to get off my lazy butt and put more videos out. That's but I've been working 7 days a week for the last couple of weeks now, and it seems like every time I go to do something else comes up. So
yeah, Buck, I feel you. I mean,
I'll get back.
I got Monday off, and then I start 3 weeks of night shifts.
Yeah, and then you get home, you don't want to do anything.
Right,
I did start.
I got 7/12.
I have a couple videos that I can edit, but I didn't even do that this week. As a matter of fact, I have one on the chopping block right now, but that's where it ended. It's on the chopping block. I haven't chopped anything out of it yet.
All right, Layton. I'm glad you made it home. Driving through Memphis is a pain.
Scary, obviously.
Especially with a trailer.
To my queue.
Now, this is a good one too, but Uncle Tony probably does, but not all of his money is coming from YouTube. This is just one way of working it.
Right.
Well, see, the thing is, he might make $100,000 a year, but that's proportional to how well his videos do over that year.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
He could have a bad year where he only made $40,000 if something came up.
Exactly.
You know, and the thing is about YouTube, you might be a good established channel, and if somebody decided they didn't like you and wanted to do some propaganda against you and turn people against you, you could lose your channel.
Dad's got one, but he's got it so
I hope
You know,
it never
so-
happens.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, you know, you take off the wrong person for the wrong reasons, and you could lose all your monetization because people are fickle.
said so.
Well, and
Yeah,
another thing.
Don't roll a cigarette on there.
Another thing
Yeah.
is you got to be consistent. You know, you got
Right.
to be
Yes.
putting content out. You just can't, you know, put content out today and then not do anything for another 2 weeks.
It'll hurt you.
I've been lazy with the videos, but I've been putting a short out every day just to keep the channel going. Anyway, that's what I
Right.
feel. Anyway, I don't know if it's right or wrong, but
Oh, I did like
that's
those.
what
Well,
I've
you
been
know,
doing.
Like myself.
with Uncle Tony, you know, he said it himself. It's a job.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a job because he has to make sure he has content every single day.
More than welcome.
Every day he's got to have content out. So, I mean, that's what you're buying into. If you want to make it a lifestyle, it's every day. It's 9 to 5 still.
But if it's something you enjoy doing and you're having fun doing it, you know.
Right. I mean, it's a trade-off,
Yeah.
but it's not something that, but what I'm saying is something you have to do every day. You can't, or at least put out a video every day. I guess you could take your weekend or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and make 30 hours of video
Well, when you
and put
reach
that
a
out
certain
over.
point too, and you start becoming, very well established, you don't have to do it every day. You know, you can go every other day, and then you can branch it out to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You put a video out.
Right, but what I'm saying is you could do your week in like 3 days. You make
And
you
as
a bunch
long
of
as
videos
you're
and then
getting
have them all out.
the retention, you
Right.
know, then that's right where it's at. Look at DD Speed Shop, he puts one out, like 3 a week? And he's doing very, very well with that. They're all, he's so well established now that he can go like hour long, half hour long
Right.
on each video.
I have a fancy for
And when you get to that point, don't jump right into it because you'll slaughter yourself. But if you can get to that point where you're making 30-minute videos, there's multiple ads run through there. So,
Oh yeah.
that one video counts as like 4 videos or,
Right.
whatever.
I got one video that's like 30 minutes long, and that's the story of Copperhead. And it actually does. I think it's been up for almost a year now, but it's got maybe 200 views on it, and the retention is like 26 minutes. So people are watching almost the entire thing.
Cheryl disappeared back to sleeping.
But it's taken it a year to get, almost 200 views.
Uh-huh. And the first big channel I actually took advice from because I met him. I was on vacation in Mohab and his shop just happens to be there. Was DIY Auto School. My
Okay.
buddy Pete. Actually sat down, met him, talked to him. I went there to thank him, because I've been watching these videos since he started when YouTube started.
Wow.
I mean, he's been on it longer than Scotty Kilmer. And he actually had a reality show on Discovery Channel too.
Okay.
Tough Love Garage, I believe it was called. If you ever get a chance to meet Pete in person, he'll tell you all about the horrors of that. But
Well, BareRose, I'm gonna jump off here because I gotta edit some videos and I gotta get ready for bed.
No problem.
But it was good talking to y'all, and I will see y'all later.
See you,
Later,
Travis.
Buck. And Buck, thanks for pushing out my my other channel
Oh, no
real
problem.
quick for me.
Oh, yeah.
They got me about 4 subs.
Did it? Good.
Yeah.
Hey, we're still knocking them out.
All right, guys. Everybody take it easy and listen to these two guys. They know what they're talking about if you want to build your channel.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. They're full of shit.
Give you my experience.
Thanks.
All right,
Great
later,
seeing
guys.
you, Travis.
See you, Travis.
Later, guys.
BareRose, Hoobies has a pretty good comment there. You need to listen to BareRose's original advice. Get the content out. It knocks the wind out of your sails when you don't post regularly.
Yep.
I've witnessed that more than one time.
Actually, I'm doing it right now. You notice I haven't had a regular video in a long time, and I'm kind of sacrificing myself for it, but I'm going to see how hard it is now to come back.
Yeah.
But yes, once you break your rhythm, yeah, YouTube will punish you.
That's sort of the reason I keep trying to put a short out, at least one short out a day. Sometimes I get 2, but just to keep that rhythm going. Because when I was shooting for the 500, I was doing at least 1 short a day, sometimes 3, 4. It was very rare 3, 4, but it was 1, 2, 3. But every day I put a short out, and then every other day I put a video out under 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And I did that for months. And I did a full-time job and did everything else around here, which really took a lot of time,
Oh, Lord. I've
Yeah.
been, the reason I haven't had a video come out for a while is because I'm trying to catch up on everything I didn't get done while all that was going on.
Yeah, like rest. Because sometimes I just like to have them days where I don't want to do anything, And when I was going, if it wasn't for the No Name Nationals to give me a kick in the butt to get this stuff done and get that channel growing and to help me grow my channel, because I never knew anything about the descriptions and the titles, and then let alone thumbnails or even how to make a thumbnail. I learned all that on those workshops and like Blake and you and other people, I just went and then I start Googling how to make a thumbnail, and that's how I started. But there was
thumbnails are actually important.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you can see in your click-through rate or whatever.
Yes.
Because there's some thumbnails that work really well. And, I've done 2 different thumbnails on the same, well, it was a part 1 and part 2. And one thumbnail did really good and the other one didn't.
Last night. He's a tool guy and he's like this big. His name should be Kenmore.
But there is no magic number on what time it is best for you to post. You can throw mud at the wall, and when one sticks, stay to that time. Or just when you first start, just stay on it, stay the course for a while. After people start noticing you, you'll start see it come up. If it doesn't come up, change your time.
Hello, my friend.
I'd say within a week or 2.
Because I only randomly picked 10:30 a.m. to put my videos out, and then you told me that I could schedule them because I was always trying to get around that time, and then you said, "Well, schedule them, and then you'll have it the exact same time," and that made a difference for me to schedule it at 10:30 a.m. because that gave me enough more. If I had to do some tweaking before I put it out, I had time in the morning to do that because I'm a second shifter. So I would get home at night at 10 o'clock, and I would spend an hour or so at night finishing up my video editing. I go to bed. I get up and I schedule it, and I get up in the morning, and I can always change stuff before I post it. So that worked out very well for me, and I still to this day I still try to put out a short like 10:30 in the morning. And some take off like crazy, and others don't do anything. You just don't know.
And it takes the pressure off you.
Yeah. Yes, it does take the pressure off to trying to get, because if I get started on something, I'll forget. Oh man, it's 11:30. And I didn't put my video out, and I believe that hurt me once or twice.
Oh, Jeff's sick.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. Yeah, he's not feeling well. He's canceling his live tonight.
Get to feeling better, Jeff. I was going to try real hard to actually do that. Redirect on you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because everybody that was left, I think that we had 11 people when I finally shut down.
Hey, Nolan. Great to see you, man.
I'm starting a 350 Magnum build, starting something new to me. Going to be a learning experience. Well, if you've done one, you can do them all.
That'd be new for me, too. Mopar's scarce here. Mopar's like Fight Club in Idaho. We don't talk about Mopar.
John says yeah, there you go. Time of day helps a little, but nowhere as much as good content and making it regularly.
Yep.
People get wound up on strategy when they need tactics. Oh, there you go.
And the worst video you can possibly make is the one you didn't make.
Gotta love Miss Passing down here. She's awesome.
When it comes to equipment, I mean, I'll go back to my very first videos. That's filmed on a $12 Walmart burner phone. I had enough memory in it that I could do one video, run home, dump it, publish it, and then I could do another one that long, which kind of worked for me because it limited me to those short videos. But I made the mistake of filming them all this way.
I blocked it on my StreamYard. Popped up on there too.
And it took me a while to make shorter videos because I didn't want to cut all that stuff out, all the fat.
Anyone wants to jump up here, I pinned the link.
But when I turned them this way, at first I didn't think much about it. What's the difference? Well, for one, your audience gets to see more of what you're doing. It gives you more room to work around and everything. But then it's when I started adding in my end screen. And the end screen is important. Everybody should be doing one of them, where you get your little sub button, your little logo pops up so you can hit it to sub. Your next video will pop up with it. It's really hard to put that stuff in when you film this way. And your cards, if I'm doing a video that corresponds directly to another one of my videos, like if it's a part 2, or if I go back and I'd say, okay, and you remember the 390 and the Mercury out there up above, I'll put the card, and it'll have, you can reach up there and touch it, and you could go right over to that video and watch it.
Oh, is that what that is? A card?
Yeah, putting those in have really helped.
So I heard you talking about playlists earlier, and I was thinking, that one playlist I have has like 38 videos in it. I was thinking of maybe trying to split that up. into different sections.
Why?
Make a different playlist out of them 38. You know, make like 2 playlists or 3 playlists out of the 38. Or it doesn't matter how many videos are in there.
If there's a section in it that, like your whole Skylark build, I don't know how many videos is that in?
I think I have like 38 in that.
You could break other playlists out of it. Like
right. I
when
was
you're
thinking
talking
about
the
like
carburetor.
When I did the carburetor, and then when I did the engine, you know, I could take them that little bit out. And should I leave that whole 38 in there and then make a new playlist?
Okay. Make a new playlist out of it. Leave that one alone.
Leave that one alone, and then just put the engine build or the engine put together or whatever I did there. You know, the engine modifications I made.
Yep. Then you get 2 playlists out of one.
Right. Yeah.
If you watch through mine, I've got lots of that.
Okay. I'm going to work on that.
And they work. They really draw people.
I believe since I put the playlists up, I've been getting hits on that because I put that shorts playlist up of all my favorite cars, you know, so I could even take all them shorts and put it to my favorite Chevys, my favorite Pontiacs, my favorite, you know, Buicks, my favorite Mopars, you know. I could split that up too, you know. I might do something like that yet.
I'm just kind of here.
And if you guys are thinking about, you know, like, if you want to take on the challenge of opening another channel, you know, go for it, try it. Me personally, I won't. I no way. If I'm going to do something from another channel, you're going to see it on this channel, because one is enough. It's hard enough to do one. And you can use your playlist kind of in that way. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I do tool reviews. I do product reviews and stuff like that. I'm not endorsed by any of them, but you know, like if I'm using a Harbor Freight ratchet, you know, I'll tell you all about it, and I'll throw that in my tool review playlist. And while you know, so I kind of got multiple channels going on with this one channel through my playlist. And I only have to upload to one.
Yeah.
That's the biggest reason I'm not on Facebook. I gave it up. I quit Facebook.
Right.
It was too much to try to, because if you take your YouTube video and direct it straight over to Facebook, Facebook won't, you know, they'll bury it because they don't like YouTube. Unless you wedge it in and sneak it in into select groups and stuff like that. Or you have to load the same video through YouTube or through Facebook in order for Facebook to push it. It was too much. I couldn't handle it. So I just shut that off and I went straight YouTube.
Yeah, I see Alan says he doesn't know if it's doing anything yet with the playlist. Is there a way you can check those to see how they're doing, or yeah,
it's under the analytics for the playlist.
Oh.
Also, on your playlist, there's a section in there for the title of your playlist and the description of your playlist. Treat it just like everything else. Fill it out, detail it. I mean, because that's all stuff that YouTube's going to use to pick it up.
Yeah, that's one thing. I don't have a detailed description, but I need to do that too.
Way to thaw out my watering troughs. I use a hair dryer.
And the number one rule of YouTube: no matter what somebody on this side of the camera is going to tell you, it's all crapshoot. I still have one video. It is my most embarrassing video, and I'll tell you what, it breaks every one of these rules, and it's still my highest retention rate, and it's called Why a Y Block. I'm ashamed to even talk about it because it's full of mistakes. You see like a half hour of my feet. But it breaks all the rules, and it works. It shouldn't work.
Get to know each other.
But after being on YouTube for a whole year, that was the only one that did work. So, yeah, the odds weren't very good there.
Already trying it out. Let's see if Nightbot helps her out. Look at that. It works.
It is crazy how without a
everyone's going to be
without a video title and description and just channel description, if somebody is searching for that your video, they're not going to find it. You know, it might have been put out there and it might be getting views and stuff, but if somebody was searching for it, they're not going to find it. So you're going to lose all of that.
Cool sound.
You know, that one guy I watched, one video I watched, the guy says, you know, YouTube's not looking for an audience for your video. They're looking for videos for the audience that they have. Right. So if you ever notice when you look at, you know, just say, you know, like just recently I clicked on a couple political posts, right? And next thing you know, my whole freaking feed is filled with political stuff. You know, only because I looked at one or two of them. Now I got a whole pile of them. So in order to get rid of them, I just can't. I don't click on them anymore, and they're disappearing. You know, and it was a thumbnail that got me.
Yep,
you know, it had me click that. So,
and if you need help with thumbnails, TubeBuddy is very simple to use. Now, everything I do is on a laptop, though. So, how it relates to mobile, I don't know. But if you're on a laptop or a computer, TubeBuddy is very easy to use.
I don't think I saw TubeBuddy on my phone. But I don't pay for TubeBuddy either. I'm still on the free thing.
A Spanish channel that is the same as your channel, yeah, that might work out good because those are two totally opposite things.
I've always been kind of a funny man. Funny isn't ha-ha, not funny isn't queer. Put that out there.
Yeah, TubeBuddy's not showing up in here.
I got a 312 Mercury that would probably cost me about 10 grand to build it, but I got one. I'd like to see that too.
I build a lot of cars.
I hit 1,930 hours of watch time. So I'm almost halfway, BareRose.
Oh, another thing that, you know, to keep it a little on topic here in an obscure way, on that Y block, I did a whole series on the Y blocks until the No Name Nationals, and I went a different direction with the Fairlane. But when I decided to do that, I said, because I was looking for unique material, something that, you know, would definitely stick me out in, because I was struggling at this time. My channel was failing horribly. I only had like 12 subs, and I was excited if I got 10 views on a video. I mean, I got excited when I first got my first spam bot as a comment. And I did that for a year. But anyway, I went looking for something unique. And I happened across these Y block, and I thought, you know, I'm going to try this on YouTube. So I went in the house and I searched it. Very little stuff. Searched it. Very little stuff. So I did a video on it. And that's where that why a Y block come from. As soon as I published that and went back to the home page, I was flooded with all kinds of stuff that was like 2, 3, 4 years old. But for some reason, when I tried typing it in, you know, it wouldn't pick up. But as soon as I published my own thinking, hey, this is pretty unique, nope.
Shout out. Paranormal Slumber Party.
But that's how I found Daniel.
Looking at you, kid.
The Hot Rod Reverend.
40 million in the house. We're cooking with gas.
So in that, don't if you're looking for unique something to do for your channel, just
leave
anything
Mary
is
there.
unique as long as
So
you're doing it.
check her out. Set a reminder for her channel.
Unless you put a 455 big block
That's
Oldsmobile in a little bitty Studebaker Lark, that's outside of the box, and that's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Neck's getting sore.
Or how about a 521 and a 68 Thunderbird
There you go.
with the tunnel round sticking out of the hood? There's another unique one. And who else? Who else was? And you got the old Blockbuster put together, and the ambulance.
Megalo shout out.
Yeah, I love Ford. Most all you know it by now, but I'm actually not a Ford guy. But I like Fords because they challenge the heck out of me. And the X block ain't their only mistake. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, how about it?
That channel just sounds cool. Everyone, if you type USA, it will automatically drop your link.
That's a great way to do it too. I try to do it that way a lot. And now that I'm getting more and more comfortable with the camera, and I don't hit the off button instead of the pause button, I'm getting better at being able to do that to cut down my editing time. But in the beginning, I was focused on trying to do it that way so I could do it in one take. And yeah, that I had too many things going through my mind that I couldn't do it.
Properly, so we'll just put them up here on the screen.
Buff says you're a Pontiac guy.
Look at my logo. My logo's a Pontiac. It's a 40 Pontiac.
Good dude right there.
Actually, no, Chevy.
Same thing.
I'm one of the guys that puts a small block Chevy in everything.
Listen to Buff's.
No,
they were abundant.
big block Pontiac. Oh yeah, that's up towards Mopar prices though.
Everyone knows I got the muscles.
But that's the reason. That's the reason I like Chevy is because everything fits everything, and they're the easiest ones to do. You open up a parts catalog, you can order them one piece at a time, any way you want them.
It's a curse to be this good looking, but it's my crosshair. I'm not going to complain about it. My whole life.
And that one in the Ford family is dang close, really close.
T is driving. Driving us all crazy with their good looks.
Oh yeah, those guys went live tonight too. Dust Devil Garage.
Oh, did he? Sweet.
Yeah.
Hello to everyone.
I don't have him set up. I might have to get a hold of. Where is Brian at on his sub count?
He's
is he over 1,000?
600, 700, something like that. I can find out.
No, wait. You can redirect to somebody who doesn't have 1,000.
Right. You can redirect to him.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll get with him.
Go into your YouTube studio. You know how to get there, right?
Yeah.
Try it out. You can still do it now.
Marissa USA, thanks for
I think you can anyway.
Thanks for tolerating.
I'll set it up for next week. I'll make sure he's going to do it for next week, and I'll redirect to him. That'll work out great.
So Landon's doing a live right alongside you there.
Yep. You get to see
BareRose Garage.
alive and alive.
Alive and alive.
Yeah, he's got the 42.
We're crossing the streams.
43 watching. You got 30 watching.
24 people all together.
725 Dust Devil has.
Thanks everyone for pushing our numbers up higher than BareRose.
There we go. I think I got my internet back.
Okay. First responders asking what a redirect is. What a redirect does is it takes all the people from this live and redirects them
Still don't know if I
over to BareRose Live. That's what I did. So once I stopped the live, everybody should have, his live should have come right up on your screen, because it happened for me. Hey, there's what the late.
Shout out, my
What
friend.
the buck?
Yeah.
Link out there, buddy. Anyone that has
He's the original on that one.
Link up there for you.
And for anybody looking for a cool name, if you add garage to anything, it pretty much sounds good.
So Buck Does It Garage. Oh, my girlfriend said she had a dream last night. She was saying Buck Engine Farm. The Buck Engine Farm.
One of the things I did find about a name is if you have an underscore or stuff like that, sometimes it's hard because people have got to put that underscore in there to get it to pop. Or, you know, any kind of odd little symbols or characters.
Hey, Joe Logs. Welcome.
Maybe I'll pull a Leighton and change my name and see how that works, and then I can always go back.
My cousin up here.
No.
Keep it, Buck Does It. I talked to BareRose at No Name and talked to a few other people, and
that's BareRose Garage.
you already got started with that name, so might as well stay there.
And it works for what you do. It's all,
Yeah.
you know, corresponds, and it's easy to find.
Yeah, like you said, you know, everyone knew me as Leighton Weldon. So when I went to motorsports, it was kind of a back and forth thing, but I went ahead and went back. I still got to change my URL.
And do that. Good point. Good point. As soon as you hit 100 subs, get your custom URL.
Well, right now, it's changed to Leighton Motorsports, and I tried to change it like right after No Name, but it said we're working on the site, so it wouldn't let me. So I kept trying and I just finally gave up because it kept saying the same thing. We're doing maintenance on the site or updating the site or some mess like that.
Oh, really?
Staying tuned here, but just listening.
As far as how to change that, I don't know, because I know YouTube is branding them now. You know, so if you have the name, it's more locked in as your name.
Yeah.
Miss Paranormal, why don't you?
I think they're doing that to cut down on all that hokey pokey spam stuff that was going on.
Scared retarded.
Hey,
162, Mike, what's up? Oh, Mike's in the building. 162 customizing.
Yeah.
So I will be posting a video premiere tomorrow around 6. It's not posted yet, but I'm gonna work on it tonight.
Cool. Astra, she says, "Drive safely, hon."
And the old man in the shop, the Buck Lark Garage.
Coming up.
I like that one.
There you go, my friend.
Actually, your name, Buck, works. It works really good.
So far, I mean, in the beginning, you couldn't find it. You put Buck Does It, and you get the deer. Remember?
All kinds of deer. Yeah.
Around.
One day
but I haven't tried searching it.
And I'll make an amazing video.
Back when First Responder was the wrench, yeah, that one was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Buff, that'll be it.
Yes, First Responder, you can go in and come up
Studio.
With, right, because if you, let me see if I can put my link up in there, and you'll see it has it like Buck Does It on the end.
I would love it if I made a good video and was as cool as Buff.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to say again, First Responder, I'm in Arkansas, Northeast.
Don't know
Like I
if
say again, Travis Mopar Garage is an awesome guy, and man, he gave me something else to go with that 440, and I'm gonna put it in the video tomorrow. But I was not expecting
you
it.
want to be single.
But I've never owned a big block, and I said when I got the Aspen, a 440 would be perfect for it. And last week, I think it was last weekend,
Highly recommend
Travis
it.
popped up on the live and said, "I got a 440, come get it." So
That's the
that
cool
was
thing about this
cool.
community.
oh yeah,
Really supporting.
Did
it's
you
awesome.
find that, Buck?
Yeah, because first responder. There you go. I just put a link up, and you see it has Buck Does It in the link. That's like a custom URL, and you just go into your basic branding. I think it's called, or some basic info, and you go in there, and you can. They'll come up with one for you, and you can change it if you want.
Are so cool.
Just read to learn.
Somewhere
There's a learn button there. Learn more.
Because you always lose the cotter pin when you're working on a car.
Good night, Colleen.
He has a website. You can go to buy his merch.
There's the Hot Rod Reverend. You were talking about him earlier.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd be glad to share it. He said he
There.
pretty much sold out of hats
Fixed
and had to get more because I've been pushing.
Screen was going goofy there.
Oh.
I'm a good model.
So Buck, a buddy of mine at work, his dad is in he does like swapping out the flags at the big banks and the stadiums and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And Friday we was talking about, just veterans and flags and stuff, and we got a big one that's 15 by 15 at work hanging up from the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
And he said, "Yeah, my dad, he gets them, and I give them to people because he gave one to my facilitator."
Awesome
And
headlamps.
I said, "Man, get me one if you can." He said, "Won't be no problem." So I've got a 15 by 15 American flag coming.
Wow.
It's bigger than my shop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now you know you can't let it touch the ground.
Oh, it'll never touch the ground.
Okay.
I'm out to build me a flagpole,
Cool.
a big one.
Because this one here is just a scarf, right? I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a scarf, and I just put it there because I thought it was cool.
This good looking.
And then I put the light back here too.
But again, with your name, if people are having troubles finding your name, put your name in your tags on every one of your videos.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. I have not done that.
Use the little @ symbol.
Always search your name. Make sure it comes up. You can't get your name to pop up.
No, in the tag part.
Oh, in the tag. Oh, down in the tag.
On your hidden tags. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
The @ thing, use that when you want somebody to, if you want me to see your video, put the @ BareRose Garage, and then I get a notification that says, "Hey, I got mentioned."
Right. Okay. So you mean just put down there where you have to put the comma after everyone, the tag?
Yeah. Yeah. In that section.
Just put Buck Does It in there.
Yeah. And then misspell it. Think of other ways that other people are going to spell it. You can spell it out as one word. You can multiple word it, and then, comma. Any way you can think of that people are going to try to find you. Stick that in there.
Okay. I didn't think about that.
Because when you look up my name, because I have Rose in it, you get a lot of gardening stuff. So when I started doing that, it would pop. It wouldn't pop my channel up, but it would pop one of my videos up, and then they would click on it.
Oh, okay.
So it just made me easier to find.
Gotcha.
Like first responder here, that's a good one. If I was him, I'd go down into the tag section there, and I would put first, 1 ST responder garage, first
Not a whole lot of
responder,
chatter going on here.
first, comma, responder, comma, any way I could think of. And I would also put the wrench.
That's
So
no problem.
anybody who
That's
knew
better.
you before who would type in the wrench, one of your a first responder video would pop up.
Buff is in the chat. He's not on.
First responder. My email is in my about page. Shoot me an email
Check out
and I can talk to you a little bit about it and figure something out.
No problem, Jeff.
Kind of
no problem whatsoever.
a mess running 2 lives at the same time with everybody.
That's Don.
Little challenge.
This is a little different, isn't it?
Yeah, that one was Don. Jeff is the
He has
162 customized.
jams, and he can hear them. And
I didn't get to watch his video on the French taillight yet.
really interesting. He'll be answering questions, and I'm like, "What's going
So
on?"
I'm gonna do a video probably sometime this week on a lot of the old sheet metal workers and stuff. They put speed holes in a lot of stuff, and it looks really cool. But a guy that I know in a group on Facebook showed me how to do the speed holes and flare them out to make them look good without the expensive dyes.
Oh, okay.
And you already have it in your shop, guaranteed. Because I like speed holes, and I'm gonna do a how-to. First try, I'm just gonna do it, record it, and post it. So if I screw it up somehow, you see what I did wrong.
Here, nobody knows you're not wearing pants. Buff said he can't cam because he don't.
When you talk about speed holes, you're talking about like the holes with the bevel on them.
Yeah, like
okay. They have a little angle on the hole.
Yeah, it just flares them out. And
make a little shout out from.
And the way this guy done it, he don't have the dyes
from the sunny, beautiful.
Or he has dyes, but he showed a how-to on if you don't have the dyes for the right size.
Okay.
And you already got the stuff in your shop, guaranteed. But I'm gonna do a video on that tomorrow, probably. Then post it sometime this week. I was gonna do it tonight, but it's like 27 degrees out there, and I'm not going to the shop. When I was at Travis's house, it was like 38 degrees.
And that's cold for you guys.
Yeah, for the 1st of November.
Yeah,
first half of November.
I'm at 55. 54.
I was talking to Big Block on his way to work. He called me, and I said, "Man, we're gonna have a long winter, I think." I said, "Because on Christmas last year it was 70 degrees."
Yeah.
My kids got a bounce house for Christmas. I mean, they was outside playing on Christmas on a bounce house.
Share screen.
Frank McCart Rivet.
Look at
subscribe to my channel and stay tuned.
Oh, really? Please tell
let me see if I can get his link.
Don't mind if I do. What the hell?
And Frank, I will tag you in the description of it so you can see it.
If that's any
But you got to subscribe because I will not remember who you are.
And leave a comment.
And leave a comment.
Yeah.
Oh man, how could I have forgot?
That's another big thing.
When I first started, when I first signed into YouTube, and you go through and you fill out all your stuff, and it says, "Do you want to make your subscriptions private or public?" And I said, "Well, it's nobody else's business who I'm subscribed to." So I clicked private. Well, come to find out, every time I'd sub somebody, they wouldn't get a notification. They had no idea I subbed them. It was all private. So that was something that really held me back. When I went in and changed that to public, then people get my, when I would sub them, boom, they get the little notification says, "Hey, BareRose Garage subscribed to you," and most people will sub you back.
How are you today?
I think I got mine to public. I think I changed mine.
It's a puppy lobster.
I think I did.
I mean, I think that really hurt me because I forgot about it. I forgot I was even set for that.
Well, Leighton, I wasn't subscribed to you, but I am now.
Cheryl is always very.
So you just got one.
This little puppy is.
How is you not subscribed to me? YouTube must have kicked you.
Must have kicked me out when you changed your name.
See, Buck, you ain't watching my stuff now.
Yeah,
see.
No,
YouTube telling on you.
No, it's still your lives still come up and all that. You know what I mean?
Hey, I think we're related.
I don't know.
That's my sister.
Well, there's Leighton's link. If what was his name? I was looking for it.
Frank.
That's what it was called. Thank you, hubby. Yeah, you lock in your channel name as your handle, and then YouTube reserves that just for you.
Yeah, I've got to get mine changed. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pause my camera here and find my laptop charger.
So basically, it's just your name, and then your channel name, and you saying this is mine. From what I can understand.
Yeah, but once I changed my URL, that sort of came up as my handle. I think. I don't know. I thought I was in there.
Yeah, that blew me away. I totally forgot that I'd said it that way.
Well, you know what, Leighton? I was on the wrong channel. I have another channel. So I was on the wrong channel when I was looking at your. I am subscribed under Buck does it, but under my Mark Husky, I wasn't.
Oh, and Nolan, you should have about 2 more subs.
Oh, that's Vietnam.
I about got a guy talked into buying one of those Larks out of the junkyard.
I don't know.
And I pointed him your direction, and he's been blowing my phone up now on how hard it is to put that. He's got a small block Chevy he wants to put in there.
There was a lot of secret stuff going into that thing.
But that is a great way to grow your channel too. Is interact with everybody you talk to. Car shows, cruise nights, everything. I took Buck's advice here, and I went and I got some business cards that look. I almost copied you there, buddy.
That's all right. I sent you a few for examples. Let's see if we could. There it is.
Yeah, they're pretty close. And I actually got them at Staples, and they were actually really cheap, and they designed them for you and everything.
Yeah, these weren't that bad. It won't pick up real well. Maybe right there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can't. It says, scan the code.
There it goes.
Oh, let me see. Man, it's tough. I should have been a dentist. I know what to do. Which way to turn it.
But I got the little card holders. I put them up there on whenever I go to a car show with the car. I open the hood. I put the card holder there, fill it full of them. If I have stickers, I throw some stickers up there. Just say, take one for the kids. And I write on all of them, like and subscribe and all that.
Well, guys, I'm going to jump off here. I'll be in the comments. I don't know where I don't know where my charger is, so I've got to find it.
All right.
Because it bugs me not knowing where my stuff is.
Well, stop bucking around and go find it.
Yeah.
Ollie's Garage. Great to see you, man.
Hello, Ollie's.
Garage is amazing.
He knows his Fords.
I like his Ford.
I don't know Ford.
Oh, my handle. They already gave me my handle. It's Buck Does It. At Buck Does It.
More of a hands-on guy than knowledge guy.
And then my custom URL is my custom URL. But they already gave me the handle, which is what I would have picked anyway. The only thing they did is they left the exclamation point off the end, which is fine. I don't even know why I put that in there anyway.
Doesn't a Lark motor mount take a 302 Ford?
Probably.
I don't know. That they're small block Chevy based, I think. I know if you use the forward mounts on a small block Chevy, that they'll bolt right in.
Yeah.
There it is. There you go. Wild Rose. Nolan here. I'll help you out anyway. And he knows his stuff. He's freaking awesome.
Look, I have hair.
Hey, the Doc's in the house.
Oh, Doc.
Good to see you, Doc.
Got a full head. My brother.
One of these days, I'll quit being busy on Monday night because I miss your lives.
Sunday.
Yeah, my work always gets in the way. I get to watch a little bit and then I gotta go, and then I come back and they're just about over. Hi, fellers. Hiya, fellers.
I think I covered about everything I could think of right offhand. I was going to put a bullet point up here of make sure I hit all the topics, but I decided to wing it like I do everything. Maybe I lost a lifter on this one too.
Them lifters.
I need a set of roller skates on them lifters. Nolan, great seeing you, man.
It says here, who's that? Hoobies, right? It says here, if you need to change your URL, you can do this by updating your handle at youtube.com/handle. So when you update your handle, apparently it does your URL for you.
Oh, so now it just automatically puts that right across?
41
cool. And if you'd like to create a new URL for your channel, change your handle, it says.
Wonderful people.
Because I'm in YouTube help right now.
My chat is at a dead halt.
Uh-oh.
So what I did was I just went in there to basic info, and then there's a learn more, a little blue button there, learn more. I just clicked on there and you can go and read about it.
Noose is on the loose.
There we go.
That man escaped the noose.
Did you find his McCart Rivets link?
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm looking for it. I'm on it.
BareRose is on
yeah?
right next to me. He's doing live separately.
Let's see who gets it first.
Across the street.
Let's see.
See if things blow up the
I
internet.
mean, you won the great soft plug debacle.
It's hard to not have a lot of.
Actually, this is good practice here. I haven't looked him up for a while.
Well, on your YouTube channel, you can go and hit the 3 buttons on the right, and it'll go to his channel.
Yeah, I want to do it this way to see if I can find him this way.
I got you.
It'll drop your link, and you can share it with all these great people and get connected.
I think those underscores in your name is throwing it out, because when I try to search it out over here, Nothing's coming up.
39 million people in the house. Thanks for all your support, everyone. I appreciate it. Deep down in my heart. If anyone has any questions they need answered, I'm pretty much a certified genius, so I can help you.
You find it there?
There we go. Let's try it this way now. Yeah, Frank, you're a little hard to find.
A show called Ask Landon.
Hi, Ed.
Go-to channel.
Are you wondering what's in your future? Do you need help with your love life?
I'm being very careful so I don't accidentally block you. There we go. Copy.
Do I know any magic tricks? I do know.
It says that channel doesn't have any
make my hand
playlists.
And then disappear.
Now he's got 2 subscribers.
Beat
He
that.
doesn't have any content.
Oh, it kicked me out.
Did it?
I'm subscribed to you again. So when you finally get some content going, you got a couple of subscribers. And don't be afraid to subscribe to people like that, because Hubby on here, Hubby's Garage, I actually subbed him before he had any videos. And we became friends right after that.
And now he's got 2 links up there.
Hey, Ed. Good to see you, man.
I could probably tell you. Will you ever be this good looking?
And
only room for one.
The way I found a lot of you on that is and this is another way to get your subs up and everything. Go on other people's channels, whoever you want to choose, whatever one of mine, anybody's. And then when on their videos, go through their comments, and if you see somebody on that's made a comment that you haven't seen before, and they made a good comment on the video you just watched, comment to their comment and sub them, because they'll get the notification that you made a comment to them, plus you subbed them. 9 times out of 10, they'll sub you back, and you'll get a conversation going, and things will happen from there.
The big one. Look at the big viral videos.
Busted Radio.
Copy
and
the
who else?
title.
Somebody else out there. Oh, Lars. There's Lars
try to
too.
improve the video. Make it your own. That's a huge one to go viral. Find your videos that have like over 1 million hits. Copy the title. Do what they did. Make it your own. Make it better.
And adjust it.
Yep.
Don't be afraid of following a trend if you have to.
Yep.
As long as it pertains to what you're doing,
Nobody's talking. Come on, guys. Don't be shy. Super Goose isn't scary. Geese can draw blood, but they don't bite that hard.
Just the #1 thing in our genre, you got to be yourself. You got to be honest. You can't fake nothing.
Super.
Yeah, you can't fake it till you make it.
Yeah. If you don't know, show that you don't know. More people will watch you learning it than they will, you faking it.
It's a funny show.
And if you run out of ideas, your comments will give you ideas. People commenting on your videos,
Yeah, I've had a bunch.
Ask people what they want to see.
Just like when I did the oven cleaner on the rear, the one guy says, "Well, you should have got a rear from a garden tractor." And and after you showed that, pan over. I should
Well,
have done
that's
that.
what I was thinking about with the whole, easy off is the golden thing, and I told you about it, and try it, and,
One of our guests
Yeah,
here
yeah.
has
Well,
tried
it's
these.
a whole lot of other
make
people
it your
try to
own,
do it,
and you
and
did,
it
and
didn't go anywhere.
boom.
But some do, some don't. I don't know.
It's all a crapshoot.
You know what I was thinking though, BareRose? A guy gave me a comment on the. I was watching a video on a guy was using oven cleaner to clean pistons, take the carbon out of it. It worked really well. But anyway, he was talking about you can't leave it on there very long because it'll eat into the aluminum. Okay, because there's lye in it. And I was thinking, if you get a stuck engine, I'm wondering if the oven cleaner inside the cylinder might help unstick that engine.
I won't tell BareRose.
Boy, I don't know.
Over to here.
It'd be worth the experiment to try. Yeah.
Hey, Daddy-O.
I don't have any stuck engines, or I'd give it a shot. Plus, you'd have to rig up something to spray it in there because that stuff comes out in a wide spray.
Yeah.
BareRose just blocked you, Leighton. Sorry.
The best thing that I found for it is 50-50 acetone and ATF.
ATF, yeah.
But it doesn't work overnight. Sometimes it takes months. Sometimes it takes 6 months to do. But that's the best I have found.
Cancer.
Yes, it does. Oven cleaner does strip paint, and it strips the breath right out of your lungs.
Yeah. Unless you get the fume free, you won't get that. Well, it isn't as bad.
It doesn't work as good though.
No, but it worked for me because that's what I used that time was the fume free.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a real tough one. There's a line that you have to walk there.
Sure, I want to.
Right.
And I've noticed it too.
I will make a very fast boat.
But I mean, if it's working for him, it's working for him. And I got nothing but respect for DD, so I don't know.
Right. I mean, there's clickbait, and then there's
are you thinking of a better way to
I should say solicited clickbait, and then there's unsolicited clickbait, if you want to put it that way. Like, clickbait, if it's exactly what's going on in your video, and
then
you
it's
use
not
some kind of clickbait to get them to look at it, yeah. But if you're using some kind of clickbait that has nothing to do with what's going on there, you're just wanting somebody to click, then that's another story, But it happens all the time.
Stevenson crossed over to the funny side.
I mean, every thumbnail is clickbait. Everything we do, you put a video out there and you look through the 3 thumbnails that YouTube will offer you, and you choose the best one. You're clickbaiting it.
Yeah,
it's just the good clickbait and false clickbait are totally different. But I do get what he's saying, what hubby is saying, and yeah, some toe the line a little heavy on either side. That's a hard thing for me because I don't like talking bad about any channel. My dad taught me about that a long time ago when he first went into business. He said, you never talk bad about another shop, no matter how bad that shop is. You don't ever talk bad about them.
Right.
Never bad talk anyone.
You just let it go, let it play out. The customers will come your way because you're the better person.
Auto Salvage Outlaws crossed over to the funny side. Welcome, brother.
ASO's over there now?
Yeah. Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, he's slumming over there now.
We got the mullet crew going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I there's a guy on here that's known as the king of the clickbait, and you know what? I still watch him. I watch him as entertainment, and it's more comedy for me. Scotty Kilmer. I'll just come out and say it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I've noticed a lot of the bigger channels now are starting to use some shorts. I just saw Rat Rod Bob put a short out with the geyser.
That blew me away.
That was funny. And then I watch another channel, South Main Auto. He's been putting some shorts out now too. And then
did he finally get his shop done?
What's that?
Did he finally get his shop done?
Who's that?
South Main.
Oh, yeah, I think so. You got new doors and stuff put on. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, he went dormant there for a while, and because he was moving into a new shop.
He was. I don't know. He was repairing. He was doing upgrades on the shop that he had.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he was making a new shop.
What's up?
He's another one I've been watching for a long
I love watching him. Yeah, he's cool. You know.
And you know, every big channel like that, especially when you watch them when they first start, and then how they have gotten to be where they're at.
Right.
You know, you can learn so much from them.
Oh, I've learned a lot from him. You know, there's some little stuff. You know. And some bigger stuff. I really like when he gets into the lab scope and stuff.
Welcome, brother. You type in USA, it will drop your link, and you can.
And then he brought that Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics into it too at one time. He's really good now too. I watch him; he's growing pretty good.
Very nice.
And that's how I got hooked up with that Scanner Danner and that Mario. Super Mario is another guy that's pretty cool. I want a book and an online course on a live. I said, just send me the book. I don't give the online course to somebody else that's going to use it, because I don't really need that.
Really good, you know?
But the book I'll take, because there's a lot of good information in there. You know, a lot of good circuits and how they actually work.
Ollie, he just keeps talking.
Eric, the car guy,
just goes round and round and round.
He's another one I watched.
Talk for hours.
ETG.
Yep.
He even got published. His car started the Fairlane craze. When he got published in Hot Rod.
And I don't know what happened between the father and son there, Precision Transmission.
Here, do a live and talk tonight.
I don't know.
Something happened there, because they shut that. I think they shut that channel down. The Precision Transmission. I used to love that channel. Because he would take a transmission apart in like 35 minutes, right? And explain everything that happened to it, you know, and why it happened and what happened to it, you know. He would never show any builds because it just takes too long to build it. But he would tear it down and show you. I used to love to see all the carnage.
Appreciate it. I'm trying to get my hours so I can get monetized. That'd be cool. Get paid to build my cars. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I was up at South Main Auto, up at the garage. I stopped in to say hi, and I was too chicken to say hi to him. That was before I got the channel started.
That was like me when I stopped in to say hi to Pete.
Yeah.
And if any of you ever get a chance and you're in Mohab, Utah, you got to stop in and say hi to him. He's a little rough and he's a little gruff on the YouTube here, but I don't know. I like guys like that. You know, they've got no filter, so you know they can't lie to you. They'll tell you everything that's on their mind, even the stuff you don't want to hear. But honestly, him and his wife Minnie, if it's true, you know, that everybody's different in real life than they are on YouTube, they're better. They are way better than they are on YouTube. Just wonderful people.
I'm way just weird in real life.
Ooh, factory reset. Ouch.
This is what living with a superpower is like.
And full build videos work really good, but they're hard to do because, like you said, sometimes they take a year to do.
What's that, BareRose? Not transmission.
I don't really edit my videos. I'm coming to you real as can be, uncut, unfiltered, 100% Landon.
That's a good point, Cousin Mike. You don't over edit. There's a line there.
Edit too much, you lose your personality.
Just enough to get the fat out. A lot of the razzle dazzle, special effects and stuff like that. Yeah.
Dean, calm down. Dean's trying to have a romantic relationship with Nightbot.
Uh-oh. And my intro. If you guys have noticed in my intros, they're 3 seconds long. And all it is I say, thanks for watching. I put watching first, subscribing, commenting, and usually within 3 seconds, because it's in cursive, that's about all you can read within the time frame. But I want you to watch, and I want you to subscribe, and I want you to comment, because the more you comment, the more, it gets pushed. Then after that, it says thanks for the likes, dislikes, and it all keeps the metal hot. But it's only 3 seconds long, bloop, quick, and it's out. And then right into the video.
At least 150% real deal.
At first, I wanted to do a full, cool intro like a lot of people do. Then I got to thinking, when I watch BareRose Garage, I've seen his intros so many times. I know right where that slider goes, so I can skip it.
My shorts, they kill.
On anybody. There's a Scotsman up in Canada that, he builds really cool rat rods and stuff. Same with him. I know right where his intro stops, and then I skip it.
Cold War Motors is a short one too.
Uh-huh.
You ever watch Cold War Motors?
For the love of God, Brittany.
Yeah, he just has that little short one where he's doing the pinstripe.
Uh-huh.
Which has a neat guitar playing there, and he does his own music. But I mean, he does some other stuff with models, not car, but toy cars and stuff where he jumps them and smashes them. It's pretty cool too. But that's always different every video. And then the only thing that's the same is like a couple 4 or 5 second little clip of him writing sick cars for a sick planet or something. I forget what it is. I think that's cool.
It's great seeing you, Ed.
See you later, Ed.
Well, Big Mike has got one of the best intros there is. I love his intro.
Yeah, Thumper made that for him.
But I don't watch it. I skip his too.
Yeah, it's the same all the time, right?
And it's great. Like I said, it's one of the best ones, in my opinion, on YouTube. But yeah, I skip it now.
Oh, you never got into shorts.
Yeah,
Jeff at 2 Hacks has got a pretty good idea though, putting it at the end when you're kind of like I do with mine. I have a title card in my editor because it's the free Windows editor, and then my end card says, thanks for watching. Click these to see more and more to come. And then my logo pops up for subscription and the next video and stuff like that. That's 10 seconds long because your out screen lasts for 20 seconds. So it kind of overlaps for 10 seconds of the last of my video, and then it goes into that, and then the end of it. On 2 Hacks, he's got his intro at the end. So that's perfect time for his overlay when that, the end screen comes up.
Well, take care, Ollie, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in here. The boom. You throw the heart out there.
I know we went off topic there a bunch of times, but boy, I sure hope that helped. Some of this stuff helps a bunch of you out there. And if you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask.
Yeah, comment on somebody's video and ask questions.
Yeah.
You know, comment on mine or BareRose or find our email and send an email. But another thing too, BareRose, I think, is if you go too much and it's too much to soak in.
Yeah.
I know that. Well, that happens for me. I mean, not everybody's like me. I don't. I only have a little sponge, and I only suck in so much.
I hear you.
But what happens is the repetitive of everything helped me, because you see the same. Because when you have the workshops, you don't have the same people in each workshop, so you get another person who comes in and asks the same question somebody else did last week. I'll say, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." So it all works out, I think. And I did ask John earlier that you think you're still going to have the workshops and stuff. He said, "I'm sure we will." So okay, cool. Because I said, well, maybe you're just going to wait and feel it out to see if people are going to need it or not, or if there's enough people going to sign up that's going to need to get working on getting their subscribers
out there in this time of day.
I mean,
you never know. You
love to see what happens.
And that's a good idea there, hubby. I didn't even think about it until Buzz actually, went around and he asked all of us to do, what was it, a 5-minute video or a 4-minute video, just of our channel. Just describe your channel, and then we sent them all to him, and then he put a collage of them together. Well, I took that video and I stuck it as my feature video, and that has really been paying off by keeping that there.
Very important.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
I got to update it now because it's about the Fairlane build for last year's No Name Nationals.
Right. Yeah, I should do the same thing. Put a little thing on what I do. I have to go back and look at that video.
And if you want to be lazy about it, don't make it specific for one event or one thing.
Right.
Because now I got to change it and I got to do it over again.
Yeah, but that was supposed to be a 2-minute video. I think it was 2 minutes. Yeah. I'll have to go back and look.
And keep it short like that. Just a little quick one that every time somebody opens your homepage, it pops right up there in front of them.
Oh yeah, like I forget what that's called.
I hate mine now because I've had to listen to it 150 billion times.
Oh yeah.
Every time I open my YouTube,
hey,
there it is.
I just went back and looked. Right, it was 3 minutes and 25 seconds. I made that video introducing my 2011 Chrysler. And the channel for the No Name Nationals. Right, I had 100 views. How about that?
But when I stuck that up there as my feature, I think it's at like 400 and something views. But anyway, I go back and I look at how many subs I've got off of that. I've got a lot of subs off of that one because it's my feature video. It's the first thing they see, so they click on,
Yeah, I don't have many subs at all on my long form videos.
And it shows me that they're subbing me off of my home page.
Yeah.
So they're actually looking at it,
Right, they're checking you out.
Marissa, still hanging in there. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Love you.
But anyway, that goes back to setting up your homepage. Make sure that you really put some thought into your homepage.
So many good friends.
Maybe next week I'll break this up and I'll do like little quick, short, better prepared segments on stuff like this. Maybe next Saturday I'll do it just on the homepage, and I'll figure out how to share the screen here so I can give you a little more visual detail on it.
All right, I can help you out with that. What was I going to say?
The only thing you have to hide is.
I mean, there was a couple of guys on here that had, when you open the home page, all it had was one short. And then you click on their videos, and you see they got all kinds of videos, but on their opening page, one short.
Yeah,
and it was
remember
the same one I'd seen over and over again. And I was like, "Dang, guy, you gotta do videos. What's going on?" And then I clicked that, and oh wow, you got lots of videos. Oops, my bad.
Yeah, that was Bubba. Remember Bubba Ayers was like,
is that who it was? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he finally went in and checked it because you said something on my live one night. You said that hey Bubba, how come you only have 1 or 2 shorts up there? He said, hell, I got lots of videos. and then he went in and he changed it. Yeah, because I think I was talking about how he built that small block Chevy, because I really enjoyed watching how he did it, because he was real precise and real, he's into it, and it was enjoyable to watch him put that small block together.
Paranormal slumber party tonight.
And then that's when you said, "Oh, does he have other videos?"
And he does. He's got good stuff. It was just hidden.
Yeah, and it was just hidden because it wasn't.
Getting a little excited over here.
He didn't have it out there, because you can go into your channel customization, I think it is, and you can go in there.
Tastes like chicken.
Because you can rearrange all that stuff, because now I have my playlists on top. Then I have my, I think, popular videos, then my shorts, and then
might be there in a minute. I don't know.
And then my uploads, and then my lives. I think I have my lives on the bottom.
That will always happen.
Oh, it hides it over there too.
What's that?
The majority of all your views will be non-subscribers, and this is something I learned when I was playing on Facebook. Whenever I was really heavy on, putting my stuff out on Facebook to draw it over, people on Facebook won't, the majority, of people, they wouldn't subscribe. They wouldn't create a channel on YouTube. They'd watch on YouTube. What do they call those? Lurkers or something? I don't know. Watchers. People that watch YouTube, but they don't have a YouTube account or anything. So you're getting the views from them. Your view counts will go up, but your subs won't.
Yeah, Life of Dean Stevenson is the paranormal world.
It was crazy because I didn't know that in the beginning, and that was very frustrating. I thought I was doing something horrendously wrong.
I like watching.
It wasn't horrendous. It was just wrong, and I was relieved.
He was so hilarious. It's just too bad he OD'd. Adam Sandler, good dude. Brings all his homeboys into all of his movies.
Hey, Big Block, how's it going?
All of his friends.
Hey, Big Block.
It's a star right there.
And it's strange. You'll pick them up from all sorts of different areas.
Right. I've had more. Well, I've had a short put out like 2,800 views. I didn't get 1 subscriber. I had a short put out 38 views, and I had 6. Yeah, it's like you said, it's a crapshoot. I don't know. I put a stupid video out last night, and I think there was like 7 or 8 subscribers. I'm like, well, what? What I was doing, I was trying to practice on going back on some of my older videos, and you can go in there now, and on my phone it's called a remix, and you go in there and create a short out of that video. All right. So what I did is I just took a part where I broke a piece. I was welding a hitch on a 4-wheeler, and I broke it. And I went, oh no! So I used that, and I had like 2,800 views and like 7 or 8 subscribers. I was just practicing. Cool. So you just never know. I mean, and then I put a video out of a
like
67 Pontiac GTO, and I get 538 views.
Charlie Murphy,
and no subscribers. So I just don't know.
James.
What's the size of the banner supposed to be on your opening page? Eesh, I don't remember. Good
Yeah.
Lord, that's been a while.
There is a there should be a let me go back to my channel. There should be a little learn more button there. Customize channel. And then branding. I think it's in branding.
Yeah, branding.
And then the banner image is supposed to be at least 2048 by 1152 pixels and no bigger than 6 megabytes. And I'm not good with all that stuff, so I don't know how to.
Yeah.
If you watch Billy Madison, you are not cool for being.
I'm actually a caveman banging on rocks when it comes to this computer stuff.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, but you know what? I've seen videos of how to create a banner, on YouTube. Well, you just have to Google it, and you can watch people show you how to do it, because I don't know how to put a collage up in there. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got if you got too much, too many pixels or megabytes, then they won't let you. They won't let you do it.
Yeah.
And then if you pick a certain part of the picture, it messes it up. But there is help out there.
Yeah, the ruins.
And if you hit the learn more button, manage your YouTube's basic info. There's actually a video right in there, YouTube help, and it's called channel customization.
I have very close to the 4,000 hours I need, but less than 450 subs, so it's hard to understand.
Well, you're getting more people watching your videos than you are getting subscribers. That's all that is. You're getting more watch hours, which is a good thing, because right now I'm at like 2,800 subscribers, but I only have 1,900 watch hours. So
everything's better with a good
so there's one way or the other. Everything horsepower. I don't know if let's see how many videos he has.
Buff's Garage.
I'm going through in here and looking here.
You're talking about BareRose Garage? Possibly.
There he is. Okay, I'll go in and check him out.
Live. Another great channel right there.
446 subscribers.
Might have to pull her up so we can watch on the side.
Let's see.
Oh, dead air! It's a killer! We're dying!
He's got 58 videos. Right?
Ah, you son of a gun.
But some of these videos, the one video he has 2.2 thousand views, 537, 911 views. He's got some shorts there too.
An old Pontiac on my post. No.
He's got a few
a 59 Mercury Park Lane with the
Tri-5 Chevys there.
Most powerful V8 in the world at the time and for a long time.
Yeah, I subscribed. 448.
Let's see here.
I subscribed. Liberty Transmission.
We're gonna go
about. Oh, fill out your about page. That's one of the things that's holding you back, I'm sure. All it says in your about is race cars, hot rods, and four-legged horsepower.
Drag racing and
raining.
That is a good idea, Dean.
Yeah. Put a little more detail in there, and put your cars in there that you work on. You know, like if you have a 55, 57 Chevy race car or 50, you know, whatever you're using in your channel, put in there on your about page, because you know they look at the thumbnail. The thumbnail gets the clicks. The description gets the gets them to watch it or to search, and then if they also search your channel description also. So you got your channel description, you got your video description, and then you got your thumbnail.
By the way, it's really cool you're into reining too. My horse I had just before the one I got now, he was that's what he was known for.
This horse could make it rain.
Woo, yeah. Anyway,
So it looks like
that is really cool.
Looks like
Look
you
at
got
that
some
slide.
good thumbnails going on there, and
Freaking raining.
thing you should never do to your truck. What kind of truck? Let's see what that. And then you got your video description too. The latest shenanigans at the shop. We put big truck turbo on my son's beater pickup.
What's up, everybody?
But it doesn't, you know, like, is that a 2004 Chevy truck with a 6.0, you know, LS? Little details like that will help.
Type USA
will help YouTube find that video.
And do your sub thing at the bottom corner. Your watermark. I just watched your reining video, your reining horses video. It's spot on, man. You got your comments out there. You know, you broke it into chapters. Everything's perfect there, except for you don't have the end screen where your, you know, subscription will come up. You know, subscribe here, and you don't have a watermark in it. A watermark is the little logo that'll show up down in the bottom corner of your video. It just kind of little thing that floats right there. If you hover over it, it says subscribe. So anytime people are watching it, they're, you know, subscribing.
Well, that's cool that you got more watch hours, because watch hours I think are harder to get than the subscribers. But
I just watched
in 2012 too. So
that video, I mean, you're spot on. Your videos they're great. Don't be afraid to ask for them. If you have troubles asking, that like I do, just put a short little card up there saying thanks for watching. Subscribe. You know, put it in text if you have to. People will sub you. That'll help get your subs up.
And then another thing
don't be afraid. Go ahead.
All right. Another thing you can do is put a little short of the video before you post the video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a 15-minute short of the video, or a little like advertisement short for the video. You know, like, hey, wait till you see this new turbo we're putting on this beater truck. You know, 2006 Chevy 6.0. You know, sometimes I've seen a lot of people do that, and it works pretty good too.
I forgot all about watermarks until I just watched his video there.
Yeah, I should put a watermark up too, and I haven't.
On your home page, your home channel, your opening page, do a little short 2-3 minute video of your channel. Just talk about your channel, what you're doing, and all that stuff. And put in it that if you like it, you know, subscribe, join me for the ride. You got multiple rides there, even 4-legged ones. That's freaking cool. I like this guy.
Yeah, and horsepower. So he's got horses for horsepower, and he's got his wife stole his 57 Chevy.
He's got tri-fi Chevys. I mean, this is golden stuff here.
Yeah, that's some gold there.
Yeah, just try to put a little more thought into your homepage An opening video would really help there.
Having a little trouble.
Yeah, it sure won't hurt.
On my phone.
I often said it, and I need to practice what I heard. Is like Vice Grip Garage always says. Somebody asked him about how do you make money on YouTube. He says, just simple, just concentrate on your channel.
Yep.
That's all he said. He said, concentrate on your channel, the rest will follow.
Take everything else out of your head, and the rest will just happen. Yeah, this channel is going to take off. I think it's going to happen.
It's too bad. I don't want to miss Santa Leo's thing, but yeah.
Another thing you can do, everything horsepower, is go check out BareRose's channel. Check out my channel and see the couple things that we did on our homepage. Check out our about page and how we did our description, how we explained our channel to whoever. Now, a lot of people will say nobody reads the descriptions. Well, I do.
Guess you're not supposed to watch.
That's usually the first thing I look at, just to see what's going on. Because a lot of times you can, I've seen. I'm not good at the years of the vehicles anymore. So if I look in the about page, I can find out what that '67 Dodge truck actually is. I'll see a picture there. Hey, put a new engine in the old Yeller. Well, I'd like to know the year too. Sometimes I have to go digging for it. A lot of times it's just right in the about page.
I do have some amazing friends. They're all like family. Double B's really awesome. I watch her probably every day.
No problem there. He appreciates our input. And yeah, no problem. If you have any other questions or comments or even concerns, you can just either email either one of us or other people in the chat here, and or comment on a video and say, hey, how'd you do that?
Yeah. Reach out. That is the best way.
Yep.
Yeah, that channel is going to go.
Yeah, if you get in with this community here, man, there's so much help. Everybody's always willing to help others. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. It's a community. That's what I wanted to say. We're not here competing to see who's going to get 4,000 watch hours first or 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, if anything, I want to see people do better than me.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I knew you was going to blow my doors off, Buck.
Did you? I didn't. Hey, I didn't think so. I didn't think so at all. Buff said the same thing. He says, I knew once he got started, he wasn't going to stop. It did take off. There's John Wilburn. Buck and BareRose are mentors. Well, thank you, John.
Entertained while I'm busy.
Must be getting late because I read that as Mentos.
That's those things you put in a Coke bottle, right?
Yep.
You know what? That's what Rat Rod Bob did to that radiator. He put Mentos in there.
Yep, they're close, Ollie, but they're lighter.
10:28 there. Wow. Opening at work tomorrow.
Hey, there's Max Wedge. Hello, Max Wedge.
Yeah.
Buff says Buck blew up. Yeah, I did. It went crazy. I was scared too. I called BareRose on the phone. What do I do?
I said, ride it, man, ride it.
Grab a hold of that tiger by the tail and ride. Yeah, and it seemed like it was never going to stop. And finally, I think it finally settled down right around 2,600 or something like that.
Now, if you do get a viral, the same advice I gave Buck. Every comment that comes in, even the bad ones, comment back. always engage. Do everything you possibly can to throw them a quick comment, even if it's a LOL or something, you know.
Or the three monkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more you
I
can
always like that
engage
one.
them, the more they'll come to you, and then they'll watch your long form, and you know they'll become part of you. And that sounds weird. Oh, I almost got into my own weird hour there.
I mean, even some of the nasty comments I commented back, and
Mhm.
you know, thank you for your input, or you know, appreciate your appreciate your help, or you know.
Don't be afraid of trolls. Some people that you first read them, you think they are a troll, but for one, it's just the way that's written on a screen. You can't see their emotion. You know, they're not talking to you face to face. You're reading script on a screen. So sometimes they're just joshing you a little bit, or you know, or sometimes they'll try to get your goat a little bit to test the waters with you. And a lot of those trolls that you would think are trolls are actually good people, and they I've got quite a few of them that I thought, oh yes, I got a troll, and no, it turned out to be a good person.
Until you need USA help, you're not okay. Gotcha. America. You guys can still say that though.
Now you will get a few that are just they're definite, but let it go. The more they troll, the more it drives it, and a dislike is the same as a like. So
he eats his kiwis. He lives wrong.
Don't take none of that personal.
Well, Leighton hit the nail on the head there. Even the trolls get a thanks because they're still watching.
Yep.
Doing hunts.
Yep.
They're watching, so otherwise they wouldn't be trolling.
Really cool guy.
They're not just coming out throwing random comments in there. They're watching the video.
And if they're dedicated haters, they'll watch everything you do. And it's all watch hours. So.
And we're doing this. And we're on BareRose Live and multitasking.
And Renegade hits there too. Words can get misconstrued in text form.
With two brain cells.
Yeah, I'm real good at multitasking as long as I can do one thing at a time.
The Hobbit house is in New Zealand? What? That's probably where Dean lives. Because he looks like a hobbit kind of.
But yeah, try not to take anything personal in any of this.
He's chewing people out. Not to take it personally. How can you not? The guy's even laughing at him.
Now, there's some that I do block. The sex spams and all of that stuff. In fact, I have my channel set to you can't share a link. So if you do try to post a link on any of my comments, it'll go into another area, and I got to go over and look at it and either approve it, or you know, it'll be one of those check out my whatever site, and I report it or just delete it.
Shouldn't be on, and it's still early. The night is young.
Yeah, there you go. You got one more. You got a good one too there.
Yeah.
You got a wagon builder.
Yeah.
I've seen some round Swedes. Very round Swedes.
Yeah, and everything horsepower. Go check all these channels out if you can.
Don't hurt yourself, Dean.
Engaging in the lives, that is the biggest, you know, way for people to really get to know you and really relate to you.
Let me put
and like
up,
Buck and everybody was saying, it's a great way to break the stage fright.
I need to put some of these links up here. I'm slacking.
Looks like Cheryl's hiding on there too. I see her piano, but I don't see her. She must have.
Yeah, they can get under your skin there, Hovey. And how come? You're one of the nicest guys on here.
Awesome. I've watched the whole Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit series, and I've read the books.
And you'll get some weird ones. I had a guy unsubscribe to me, and boy, he was just madder than all get out because I painted a Mercury engine green.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, but
Double D. Glad you stopped in and said hi. Always. Oh, Dean's playing table tennis. That sounds dangerous. Don't lose an eye, buddy. Wear safety glasses. If you're half as coordinated as me, you could die. Night, Double D. Thanks. Love you.
Yep. And it's bound to happen. And look at it this way, when it does happen, you know you're doing something right.
Well, howdy doody.
But we build rat rods, and then we take them to car shows with the New Balance guys there. So yeah, I've kind of got a thick skin over it.
Put the button here and turn the camera on. I'm all thumbs, guys. All thumbs.
When the purists walk over to our stuff, their head just kind of they start shaking. They can't even comment bad to us. They can't speak.
I can't hit balls. It just hurts me, buddy. Feel it deep down in my loins. Look on BareRose's screen.
It's weird. It's like being in another dimension.
Oh, hey, look, he's hitting the tennis ball from screen to screen.
Leighton's at 474.
Table tennis between our computers.
Oh, Dean, you're great.
That Dean's.
What'd he say? What him say?
He's playing tennis or ping pong.
Yeah.
He's got a hit here, and then I look over here, and he's got a hit here, and then he comes over.
Oh man.
Oh yes.
Oh, now he's got a baseball.
Good point, Daniel. Very good
real.
point. Facebook, I got
Hello, Cheryl.
I got a thick skin, but yeah, it was too much for me over there.
You're doing a great job.
There's still a couple of groups I still kind of follow when I get around to opening up Facebook, but I pretty much shut it completely off.
Yeah. I need to shave. I'm getting a 9 o'clock shadow. At 8:39.
You know, it's easier to paste these channels up there when they have the name in their URL.
I got the baseball, and BRC told him to throw it hard.
I don't have to do any one finger typing. Your URL says
everything.
Leighton Welding in it.
Play games between
Doesn't it?
Streams. Smart guy right there.
Oh, Leighton Motorsports. Oh, okay, yeah.
Ping pong here between two streams.
Should be Leighton. I missed that.
Blake at Bad Tree had good advice on that. He said when you look at the camera and it's in front of you, just picture your best friend, your best buddy out there. And it's not a camera, it's your best buddy. And if you have to, take a picture and put it on your camera or your phone or whatever it is you're using on the tripod of your best friend's face or your wife's face or your dog or your horse or whoever you're comfortable talking to. Set it up there and just talk to them. Like just have a conversation with your friend. Do it a couple of times and the camera will just, you won't even think about it.
26 inches and a half second. Yeah. How'd you know it was 26 inches?
And to tell you the truth, it's one of the reasons I got Landon right here, because I'm working on getting over my fear of filming around other people. That's the next hardest one.
Other than home videos.
Yeah. When I'm alone out in the shop, it's no problem. Okay. But it's a little hard to do it with other people around and still keep your rhythm.
How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, Leighton. Mine says Leighton Motorsports in the link. I just checked it. I don't know why it's doing that.
And a lot, and I'll be like, sometimes I taste the dirt. Yeah.
Great seeing you again, Daniel.
Unless there's cats around, then don't eat the dirt.
See you, Hot Rod Reverend.
Get word of advice.
His name he changed his name too. His used to be his name.
Oh, okay.
So Hot Rod, dude.
That's a good idea, John. Tell the camera a joke. I know when I was in college and I had to get up in front of everybody, I would crack a joke first. And then it would relax me.
Hey, Urim. How you doing? Shout out, brother. Says hello unfinished.
And the camera never blinks because it's only got one eye.
So it's like Don, the one-eyed cat.
Working for one of my bosses in Idaho Falls, mowing ditch, and they go in burrow in the vole holes in the ground, and they got up in there, and I went.
And again, if you haven't checked out Hot Rod Reverend, go check him out. He's got a beautiful 55. Yeah, I believe it's a 55, 56
my face, I got
Ford, all original, and he drag races it. Still got the Y block in it, and I won't give much away. You got to go check him out. And he walks you through all the steps on working on those oddball, wacko old things.
Such a good kid. Gotta love her. Yeah, Dean, and then they got those like murder hornets or something, what they was calling them. They come over.
And it's pretty cool when you get a live going, and then somebody you look up to and you have looked up to on YouTube pops up in your chat. That's pretty cool.
Beautiful Choco Joy here. He's in the house. He's in the house.
The first time John and Andy at Unity Motorsports popped up in my chat, I about fell over. Bad Tree Productions, there's another one. Yeah, I about died.
Not down there, huh? They had them in Nam too. Yeah, they said something about they come over on a ship or something into Seattle, Washington. And they were.
Tell your camera the word so 300 times in the episode, and you will be the master.
Yep. Lazy Boy in the house. Shout out from early.
Anymore, I don't even look at it. I look at the screen to make sure I'm in frame, and it's just natural.
As long as Miss Paxton is smiling, we're all good. You make her mad, we'll probably all be in big trouble.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is.
Don't want to make baby Paxton angry.
There we go. Had too many screens going on there. Things were freezing up.
Probably just getting cold outside.
Yeah, it's Idaho. You know, we freeze electricity here.
Hey, one of my earbuds is getting low on power. That means we've been on here for a good while. One of them wasn't in the case, so.
Yeah, so I really hope I was able, you know, to convey some of this stuff in my rambling, sort of semi-coherent ways. I'll try to break it up a little bit, and every week I'll just dabble on one point, and then we'll go into the regular open mic type stuff. If you have any questions, if you want to try you know, give this live stuff a go, or if you're just tired of typing all the time, you know, you're more than welcome to come on into the live, ask your questions personal. Sometimes that's the easiest way to do it. And if any of you have any other questions or anything, go ahead and pop them out. Otherwise, I think we'll button this one up for the week.
Sounds like we're about to close things down. Must be bedtime.
I'm just trying to post some links. I've been slacking.
It gets complicated when you got a whole bunch going. You know, you got the screen here and the screen here.
Well, and then I have mods that do it for me. So, and then now I'm the mod. So,
hearing aids about dead. No,
you're welcome anytime, Ollie.
Actually, my Bluetooth.
I look forward to it.
Talk to you guys, and he's on his headphones talking on.
All right, I'll stop there.
Thanks, hubby.
Yeah.
And that was really cool how you got started off of that. I mean, it's cool to see other people doing it. I don't know. I can't explain it.
I know hubby has been, I think I put a little short up of a 55 Chevy and he commented.
Where I'm a lot of work.
Yeah, first responder. I'll go and I'll check it out. The long form ones, yeah, all your long form videos, I can share them on my community page. So and I am watching. I'm looking around at all you guys, and if I see one that catches, especially if I see something that catches what I'm doing or what I'm going to be doing or what I'd like to be doing, I'll share it. But I can only share the long forms. The shorts, they're hard to do. And once you get your community page, you can do that. I don't know how much it helps, but you know, every little bit helps.
Right. Yeah. I should do more of that too, and I'm just in a slump, is what it is. We got to get out of this slump.
And in the automotive world, I mean, right now is when things are gearing up to people actually are watching, because it's too cold to go outside and work. So people kind of huddle up in the wintertime and watch YouTube.
Well, everything horsepower, all you really need is a phone with a camera on it, or a laptop with the laptop webcam on it.
I have a long way to go.
And then you just click the link that's pinned up to the top, and then just follow along. And if you have troubles, we'll help you along.
I've only been on just over 5.
There we go. There's the man. How's it going, John?
There's the Buck and BareRose fan club.
I waited a while to ambush you.
We done got ourselves a fan club. Look at there.
Look at here. Yep.
And that orange paper's still blank. We're good.
Except I did give JB, 10-1. I say he's going to beat Buck.
Yeah.
That's going to be a race. That's going to be a heck of a race. A supercharger against a big block. A supercharged 2.8 motor that everybody throws away.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That thing should scream. If he gets it screaming, yeah. It'll fly right by me. Maybe. No, there's Leighton. What the buck?
These balls
Put your bucking around.
After I seen John pop up on here with the Buck and BareRose fan, I had to do it.
You had to do it, huh?
I've never seen anybody play a game.
Hey, look at this. First responder wants to lend me a blower for the race.
You can do live streams in the same room either, so experiencing a lot of new things tonight.
I need a blower for my ass.
High school party that you drink.
That would be
So,
awesome.
hey, over.
That's not boss. That's BareRose.
Yeah. No, that way. Down there. There it is. That guy down there is going to have a big block too.
It's good to meet you.
Call it the bucker.
Call it the bucker.
And the bucker will stop at Buc-ee's on the way.
Try to support everybody. Get out to all my
The manifolds that are expensive.
The
data all out on all these lives and
affecting my internet because
everybody's live streams and watching everybody's videos and
stupid.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you're cutting out there.
Yeah, you're cutting out pretty good.
Yeah, I looked at a Roots blower lower intake for an FE Ford. I swear I can build 3 Chevys for the price of that one intake.
One intake, yeah.
And that's without the supercharger, you know, the blower or anything. Just the lower part of the intake. Good gravy.
That's a mother bucker.
But yeah, on my homepage, in my about section, I have my email there. If any of you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to help answer in any kind of way that I can. Hopefully the truthful way, but or the one that helps you the best. But really, if I can't find the answer, I'll find the answer for you, or I'll find somebody who can help you.
And go check John Wilburn's channel out. There's a whole bunch of videos in there that from the workshops we did.
BareRose got a whole screen full of crazy dudes.
John, is that the big block piston on the wall?
Four people.
No, this is Andy Woods that he grenaded in 2020. This is what came out of Bad Tree Nacho Cuda this spring.
And not one of them is as good looking as I am.
I have big block 402s over here. This is the one that Stephen put through the oil pan right here. I'm working on this back here, but there's something I need to finish, and I'm waiting on somebody else, and they're just taking their sweet time. So
you're somewhere. I just like catch.
I was going to send you one of them push rod of mine that was all sharpened up like a pencil.
Was that your prison shank?
Yeah, it's from an FE. You know, that stands for external use only, right?
Yeah, it's not a prison shank. It's a shank for a free man of questionable taste. You can't spell fear without FE.
Yep, that's right.
You also can't spell failed engine without FE, but we're not counting. I don't know. I kind of like the FE.
I proved it.
I kind of like the FE for some reason. I like the 390.
I found a FE on Marketplace the other day, and I thought about
throwing the ball through.
They've got torque and horsepower for days.
Yeah. A
For
friend,
what
of
they
mine
are.
in high, a friend of mine in high school had 3 52 Ford pickups.
Mhm.
He had a white one, a pea green one, and a red one.
Looks like Leo's.
And I think so I'm trying to remember. I think there was one of them had a flathead in it, or maybe 2 of them had a flathead, and one had a 352.
Almost at our 3 hour mark here.
352. That was the
You guys are
second
good at holding
in the
there and
FEs.
putting up with
Yeah.
crazy.
And then a classmate of his 1 year behind him had a 29 Model A pickup. It was yellow with black fenders.
Might have set a Guinness
With the
record
4-pop?
for the longest anyone's looked at me.
That had a flathead in it. Somebody put a flathead
Uh-huh.
in it.
Oh,
It's 29. Somebody put a flathead and a 9-inch in it. But it was, other than that, it was pretty stock interior, stock body, and all of that. And from what I
I
understand,
don't know if there are or not, but if there are monkeys,
from what I
around
understand,
here,
somebody he sold it to a guy, and then that guy just chevied it all up with 350 and 90s looking paint and ruined it. But it was yellow with black fenders.
I always wanted
It was
trunk
lacquer.
too, so
Very, very nice. Nice looking truck.
Comes out, throws a wrench at him.
my dad had a 32,
If any of my friends
but
or someone
it had a
already
small
have
block
monkeys,
Chevy
please
in it.
put one in the mail.
Tri-power.
Put little holes in the box so it can breathe.
When he
Same
bought
guy.
it had a what is that, 348 Oldsmobile in it?
Oh,
That early Oldsmobile.
that funky monkey.
The
Same guy that had the 352 Fords. He also, when I was in high school with him, he had a 71 4-wheel drive. I guess it was being F100. And he had 40-inch Gumbo Monster motors on that. And the way he made them fit was atrocious. He had some steel blocks cut for the back, right? Okay, the back is now solved. Pinion angle
At least
was
they
just
were
whatever
steel.
it was. And then in the front, I'm not sure if he did anything in the front besides maybe some kind of little, those things you twist into the springs. But he had cut the front fenders out to where they were almost to the grill and to where they bolt on.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you're talking, he
Dang.
cut pieces like this out of the front fenders to make them fit.
Need more monkeys.
I remember he destroyed the rear end in that thing, taking it off road.
I had a friend.
Then he had a 69 Ford truck with a 302 and a 3 on the column. It was red. It was a nice little truck.
I like
And
the
then after-
69.
Beastie Boys.
That's one of my
After that-
favorites.
After that 69, his whole taste in vehicles just fell off a cliff. He financed a new Toyota truck. That didn't last a year. And then he tried one more attempt at having a nice, cool hot rod. He had a 66 Fairlane. Really nice looking car. GTA 390, 3.2 barrels. It was blue. It was low mileage. Nice car. And he never could get it running right. He took the 3.2 barrels off. He put a 4-barrel on it. Then he took that engine apart, let it sit in the barn apart. Then a bunch of animals got in the car, and he wound up selling it as a disassembled wreck. And from what I hear, somebody else has got it and is going to put it back together. I don't know.
It was a 66 Galaxy or
Fairlane.
Fairlane. Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
Daddy-o. I love saying that. Daddy-o.
I remember when he got it, right after he got it, it flattened the cam lobe.
Hello, Funky.
that is so common on them.
Monkey. I think we get pretty close to wrapping up here, guys.
It's common on everything now.
You are always here.
That's like the number 4 exhaust valve on an FE that almost always burnt.
That's kind of coffee.
There's a lot of things I think that are causing the cam and lifters failure. We don't have enough zinc in the oil. People don't. I like to run a honer over my lifter bores. The metal in the lifters is really soft. I was talking to a machinist a couple weeks ago. He actually takes a hardness tester and tests the hardness of his lifters before he puts them in.
Very smart.
And if they don't reach a certain number, they don't go in. And there's that. The other thing too is people break them in with a lot of valve spring pressure.
Yeah.
I mean, that can cause a problem too.
Watch this.
Because people don't want to, once it's together, put air in the cylinder and take the springs back off and all that, put inner springs back in. So they try to break it in with all that spring pressure.
Oh.
Or just flat not using braking oil.
Yep. There's a lot of things contributing to it.
My dad's got a system I haven't seen anybody using so far. He's got a little oil can that it's made for lifters, and he pre-pumps them up instead of soaking them.
Yeah. I just haven't had to do a cam, so I haven't had to do it yet.
Well, my dad's against. Well, we do it, but it's not to get oil into them. It's just to kind of put it around them.
Dean's a funny one. He's been teleporting things from my
B&R, that's not true. Johnson lifters are still made in America.
Yes.
Dean's a wild man.
Ed turned me on to those.
Yeah.
And according to Ed, they're the only ones left, aren't they?
There may be another. I'm not sure. I don't know where Morel is made, but Johnson lifters are still made here.
And Ollie's Garage, he turned me on to Oregon cam grind.
There are a few people that can still regrind the lifter too.
Maybe one day he will finish his project.
Me? Never.
We know BareRose will never finish projects.
My projects are never finished. They're just drivable.
Sometimes.
Well, B&R, you can get all kinds of different answers from different pros.
Yeah.
Sure can.
She's teleporting.
I mean, I've seen everybody do it all different ways, and
yeah.
He says, "Bye-bye, Mr. Oak."
This same guy that told me he tests the hardness of lifters, you ought to hear what he does for ignition timing. You'd be like, whoa, that he's got a clock that's right twice a day. So, I mean, everybody has.
Was brought to you by Simply Lemonade.
All kinds of varying opinions.
That's what it is. Just lemonade.
But we take a collection of opinions and we start to get an idea where they kind of, in the aggregate, think is true north. That gives us a good idea.
So just get paid a lot more money. Oh, see Cheryl over there too. She says mute.
And some of the new old stock, you gotta kind of be careful with that too.
Yep.
Alan's cars and stuff, you just said you have a community tab. Just share the video. Click on it, go below where it says share. You can share it right there. Put your own note and everything.
Yeah, you can share your own videos.
Yeah, but you can share somebody else's video that way.
At least I feel famous.
Who was that bought the...
I feel pretty.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so pretty and witty and gay.
I don't remember what it was.
No homo.
Wasn't lifters, but I'll just say it was like lifters, but he got them off of eBay, and the picture they had was the one good one, and the others looked like they were buried at the bottom of the Salt Lake and left there for decades. Everything else was just hammered, but the ones that they showed in the picture were good. They were new old stock, but yeah, the only one or two of them was any good. I don't remember who that was. I think it was Daryl.
I hear kitties.
That's it, Blake.
They're everywhere. It's dark, they'll eat you.
Some of those 4-cylinder cars and stuff, yeah, you can find some hot deals on them.
Sorry. Didn't want to pretend like
Not around here.
And at one time, you could find Pintos everywhere. God, it was wonderful.
God,
Not anymore.
no, I remember my neighbor. Well, I went to high school with him. I think he had like 6 Pintos at all times. Yeah, he you know, he was always.
Now that everybody
it was not nice.
figured out those front ends work for about everything, you can't find them nowhere.
Nobody knew the Pinto was the greatest car ever made.
My first car was a
The
Pinto.
local
First running car that I blew
pistol
up.
range here.
The day I bought it.
Local pistol range here has a Pinto they use for IDPA matches, and it's been shot through in every direction. This thing looks like the Holy Goat by now. They've had it there for years. It's orange. It's a late 70s model.
Okay, enough of that game. Oh, I see Cheryl and Leo talking again. Cheryl's all over the place.
That's always been our go-tos, Howard's. And clay, but we haven't used any clays for a while.
Okay.
I remember Clay Smith was the quarter, half, and 3/4 and full race.
Yeah, Ed Iskandarian came out with a 3/4 cam terminology. Just a marketing thing.
And my dad used so many of them cams. I had those Mr. Horsepower chickens plastered all over everything. My bicycle, my bedroom, my notebooks.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ed Iskandarian is still alive and he's 100 this year.
Really?
Yep.
Thanks for showing us your kitties.
Yeah, no, he's 101. He was 101.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yes, he is. I thought so. Because last I heard he was still alive, but he's 101. I thought he was 100.
How does it work? Is there a light in each individual key? Or does it shine into one shiny spot and it projects it through them all? The world may never know.
And the reason I use Howard's now is because it's what my machine shop can get, and he stands by them. So.
Yep.
No fear the Doug steals heed.
And when it comes to that stuff, I let the machine shop do it. I know my limits. I like to dabble on them, you know. I got a couple of junk heads that I want to try porting and stuff like that. But if it comes to the, yeah, you got to know.
No, it's a port in his head.
I take it in. I bite the bullet.
Charge his phone in his ear. Port his head. Oh.
Well, Hubie, according to Wikipedia, Ed was born July 10th, 1921. So he's 101 in 5 months.
We're making no sense here. No.
Yeah, he's old. You know what? He's old. How about that?
Got BareRose in the background
He's old.
on his live. He's an old man.
Older than me.
Good to see you.
Vizard knows him. Vizard said he asked him where the 3/4 cam stuff came from, like firsthand. He's like, "Yeah, I just made that up. It was good marketing."
I just made it up.
I mean, really, it's just that's his. He said, "Yeah, I just made
And
that
it
up.
worked.
It was good marketing." Yeah, it worked.
I'm borrowing his internet.
And they weren't bad.
because I'm bad at data.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying the marketing part of it is
Hey,
yeah.
looks like BareRose Live is picking up.
Look how long people will use the name of a camshaft family, like a Crane Fireball or a Mopar Purple Shaft, right? There's something to that.
Comp Mother Thumper.
Anyone have any?
I mean, man, that stuff means absolutely nothing to me.
Nothing.
But to some people, yeah, I mean, it. You have no idea how less than nothing any of that means to me. But it apparently means a lot with a lot of the buying public.
This winter. And some major horsepower. We'll see what happens. Also need to get.
And a lot of people still refer to it as, that way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why don't you just go put a 3/4 race in that? And boy, it'll really come alive.
There is probably more sorcery and nonsense surrounding camshafts than most anything in automotive performance, right? If I had to guess, I mean, there's a lot. Okay, so if we had to pick one thing, and I'll ask this of everybody here on the panel, including Don, if he gets back in time from his adventures with the one-eyed cat or wherever Don is. What is your favorite story of automotive sorcery you've ever heard? By that, I mean utter ridiculousness. Like,
oh, Lord.
Performance nonsense type thing. So we've all seen a lot of it.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Hey.
I'd have to say.
Hey, don't tell Don.
Peroxide injection.
Yeah, Wendy's got.
Don't tell Don he's live.
Yeah.
We're working in his room.
Yeah, every once in a while you got to say hi to Rodney. He walks by every now and then.
Man, I can't think of anything. I know I've seen a lot of stuff. We used to hang stuff up on the wall all the time.
I don't know why that says Don and Wendy.
Why don't you change it to Wendy and Dawn? Change it to something else and see how long it takes him to notice.
Hey, Wendy, turn left. You can look at the camera.
Well, I'm here somewhere. Oh, here I am.
Yeah, turn left and you can see us in the camera.
Oh, speaking of automotive sorcery, I was talking with Shane Polito. He has one of those tornado things that goes on the air filter. Remember those that they used to advertise? Right? He has one of those sitting on the shelf. We might need to have some fun and do some testing with that.
Yeah.
You're double dipping?
I think next time I go to a dyno test for anything, I'll take that thing if I can. I mean, that might be fun. Because Dallas is getting some dynoing done here next month. I think we'll do that. I'll see if he'll let me take it, and
What about
See what that thing is worth.
what about David Vizard? Maybe he can do a flow test with that.
Maybe. I don't know how exactly you do it, but yeah.
But yeah, you'd have to have it hooked to a carburetor and intake.
Yeah, that gets hard to flow all that. But
yeah,
what I'm thinking is Dallas is going to do a dyno run here next month. I think it'd be fun to throw it on there.
Yeah. I was just thinking it'd be fun to put a smoke machine through it and see what it actually does.
That's one of my favorites right there too.
To consume the hydrogen gas you make from extra horsepower. Yeah. Okay.
Well, gentlemen, I just thought I would run in and ambush you real quick. I know, but poor Buck doesn't deserve, a double dose of me any longer. So,
anytime, John, we can handle you.
We'll see y'all.
Anytime at all, John.
Take care.
Great seeing you.
He's a Leighton Weldon groupie. Hey,
oh,
Jason.
great to see you, Jason.
Good to see you too, Don.
Yeah, but that was cool when you take the air cleaner and flip it over.
Oh yeah. How about this? Don.
Don. Well, thanks for continuing, Dean. Now I don't have to try it. Thanks for saving me a lot of teeth and possibly a hospital visit.
Well, we've jumped up almost 3.5 hours here. I think I better wind her down.
Watch, I can wave and you can see it. Yeah.
Oops, you find the right one?
Yeah.
Whoa, this is weird. We got 3 of them going now.
Oh, really? There's the Don.
That's almost tall too. Maybe not.
I'm having flashbacks from the 90s here.
You got plenty of room for your knees.
Don't eat the brown apple.
No, that's not too bad.
The watch is swallowed it. Gave me castor oil to pass the time away.
Oh, every TBI Chevy pickup had a tornado.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
Oh, the air cleaner lid flip. Yeah, that's an oldie.
Cowboy from Texas walks into a bar in Oklahoma.
That wasn't wizardry. That was mastery.
And he goes to leave. His horse is gone. He comes back, sits at the bar, and he gets another drink. And he
I remember that Pinto I bought. Oh, it was horrible. It was I tore down a barn for it. It had a great big whale tail spoiler bolted to the top of it. Had big, wide, they were like 12-inch wide, little 13-inch slot mags, but the tires on them were like 12 inches wide, really wide tires. And it had a hydrogen peroxide injection system on it. That was the goofiest thing I ever seen. And it was like sliding piped into the carburetor with like fish tank line, vacuum line all over. It was crazy. I showed my dad it, and he said, "Get that stuff off there." I said, "What's it supposed to do?" And he said, "Nothing."
No matter what it's back there, because that'll be behind everything.
I'm just drawing a blank. I know there's some stories that I got. I just can't think of them.
That was the craziest one.
But I've seen those tornadoes and the old air cleaners flipped upside down.
No. Not worried about the level.
I've seen. I remember my neighbor just pouring water down the carburetor and revving the hell out of it, knock the carbon out. You know?
Knock the carbon out.
Yeah, and I remember him putting eggs in the radiator to stop a leak.
Hey, Rockers TV still here.
The pepper trick.
Yeah, warm up here.
Pepper, yeah.
Up a wheelie, mate.
Well, I want to put this
Up a wheelie, mate.
Let's do
pipe under here square.
Half a quart of hydraulic oil in the oil change to keep the hydraulic cam happy.
English.
Egg and pepper work. Yeah. Propane plumbed into a diesel.
All right.
How about that? Put hydraulic oil in there to keep the hydraulic cam happy.
Ring a bell. Let's go. Ooh. Getting pretty close.
That works.
It's been quite a good stream, though. Pretty hilarious.
I don't know why, but it works.
Dean Stevenson is doing a cartwheel next to a cartwheel. Oh, I got a perfect access.
So I guess that would be wizardry.
Wizardry.
But it actually works.
Hey, thanks,
Here at the tractor pulls, you see a lot of propane injected stuff.
Well, Hobie, you can put that little small blower on the mini bike for the mini bike challenge next year.
Whoo, doggy. He said he was going to do some changes on that. I'm kind of wondering what the monkey bike race is going to be about this next time.
But it says Don and Wendy. Why I don't know.
Eggs and pepper work great for breakfast. Yeah, that's my kind of comment.
There's a mouse. There it is.
Meow. 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 Hi, Don. How you doing, Don? What's new, Don? Are you with us, Don?
Where's the volume over here?
It's right. It's that little knob on the right.
Can't remember the name.
I don't know how much a delay is.
I don't remember.
Well, Wendy went and set this up.
No, it's not bad.
All right. So
I use high trans for a lot of stuff.
I got a big piece of triple ply cardboard I'm using for a backsplash. I can't hear them.
Cousins in Australia. They came up for our last family reunion.
I didn't find it over here. Wow. Oh, you're playing the volume over there.
Quadruple X Bear.
Even at $10, they take more than what they do. Whoa, there's Nickel.
Whoa, there's Nickel getting feedback from the TV.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Boy, we cross the streams 3 ways here, and if we're not careful.
No. Boo.
Been pretty crazy.
I think they shut it off now.
There it goes.
Got Dawn and Wendy again.
A 62 bug flea mini bike that was my pit bike at the drag. It got stolen, but I found a new one. May have to put the blower on it. Yep.
Hey,
that's what I'm thinking.
My phone and shut off Leo.
Brendan, New York used high trans
Well,
hydraulic
no,
oil. Yeah, that's a common thing in the and a 700 R4 though.
That'd be a great video too, putting a blower on a little mini bike like that.
Sure.
And then when you go to the racetrack, everybody will be looking at that instead of every other car.
I know guys that would run Hytran in like a C6 and a C4 or a Turbo 400, but nothing with overdrive.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me all right?
999.
I can hear you.
Thumbs up if you can hear
Use
me.
that on ours.
All right. I don't have audio on my end.
29 million in the house.
Can you hear me?
This is plugged into the TV, probably.
Hello.
And he's
Hello.
back.
Hello.
Must have jumped to the other screen or something.
Yeah,
It's
I've heard
gone.
like the Land Rover one is supposed to make some good, decent power, but
Don't trust him.
they're expensive, and yeah, if it's got Land Rover on it, I'm scared to touch it.
Too much like
Yes, who'll be the views will blow up for sure. Just so the mini bike doesn't blow up. Yes, who'll be the views will blow up for sure. Just so the mini bike doesn't blow up.
Oh,
That's wrong. I apologize.
All right. Is that better? That was the
there you go.
Can you hear me?
Boy, that was harsh.
You done slipped to the dark side
My
there.
apologies. Well, Wendy set this up. This bedroom's been empty, and it's like it's getting cold and dark early. You know, I'm setting up a workbench. I want to port heads in the warm. You know, why not? I got shit to do before next year, and I got all winter to do it. So
You gonna set up and do some head porting right there then?
yeah, I'm just going to make a workbench right here my son's bedroom is literally empty. A little bit of storage. That's it. Nothing.
Shout out to all the influencers, Lazy Boy.
Yeah, that isn't too bad of a little work area.
What's up?
Yeah, saying this is just cardboard box off of the TV. That way, because then if I get filings, if I get pork, I want to be able to clean up my mess.
Yeah, and it gets everywhere.
And that carpet's already shot, so I ain't worried about that. But I'll be able to clean up at the end of the day.
I don't know how my voice
Sweet.
come across.
Well, they say porting heads, it takes time, I heard. Could take days, weeks.
Your TV is uppercase.
If you can stand the noise, you can set a little shop back, one of those little 1-inch hose, the little shop
I
backs.
got one in the garage. I need a fresh bag.
Take the hose off and just set it underneath you and turn it on. It'll, create a negative space it'll help keep the dust down in there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I got to get lighting. I got to make sure I can see.
That was a trick we used to do for chimney sweeping and cleaning fireplaces.
Appreciate all the influencer family for tuning in. Love
That sounds like a pretty neat idea.
I love them all.
Go this way.
They're good people and good family.
Go that way.
My buddy says he can't even get
I
on
see the light.
It's got a dimmer switch, and Wendy was messing with it.
I'm using it all.
But I really ought to screw that down.
Buddy that I know tuning here.
Standing here with my beer getting warm. It's usually what happens anymore. I've
Gas station.
been taking advantage of this nice weather. Not that we have any anymore.
He was one of the first ones in here.
That undercoating, you can kiss my ass.
I don't think he likes that.
Don, Ohio got snow.
Wow, it's embrace the suck on every point, every bit. I'm still on my first propane tank, though. I'm surprised.
You want me to come in and help you, or are you good?
I'm good.
Well, everybody, that's about 3.5 hours. I gotta save some of my.
Zip, zip.
Which is going to be very close.
All right, BareRose. It's been real.
Yeah, I thank all of you in the chat for coming in. I thank you all for your questions and everything. I hope some of that stuff helps you out there. Again, if you need any help, Buck is there. I'm here. Reach out to this community. This community will really come together to help you as long as you put the work out there to do it. You can't be the guy that throws out one short and expect to do it all. You know, you gotta do it.
It takes a lot of work, but you can do
Yes.
it.
But there's a lot of guys that'll help you.
Unless you get a good squirrel video.
Good squirrel. Squirrel.
I was out back. I was going to do a little sketch for the progress. My phone has zero editing.
Yeah, mine too. I have to do everything on my laptop. My fingers don't work on a phone.
Try to download onto my laptop, but it doesn't want to.
162 is still here. Squirrel.
It gets dark at 5 o'clock, so I'm glad I have lots of time to work on my editing skills.
You want to be careful.
You can do it, Don.
Have a good night.
All you got to do is just trim the fat.
Time to shut her
Well,
down.
That's it.
I got to be able to get 2 videos put together. My phone, I can't do it. I can cut the ends and a piece out of the middle, but because those part 1 and part 2. Luckily, that was supposed to have been all one run, and when I was climbing under the back of the car, I'd shut it off, and luckily I shut it back on or turned it back on. It's like, oh man.
Well, they should have an app for that.
It's more of it's going to be when Captain Kirk looks back on Stardate 2022, he's going to see Don working on his Valiant.
All right. See you later. I'm going. See everybody in the chat.
All right. Thanks for having me, man.
It's great seeing you. And again, thanks everybody. And we'll do it all again next week.
Yeah,
and I'll try to break it down to one topic instead of trying to cram everything in, and maybe try to get a little more detail in it. All right. So everybody out there, thanks for coming in, and get out there and keep the metal hot. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you next week.
I'll put my glasses on so I can see where to put this mouse. Honey, there it is.
Oops.
Yeah, you can use all our time up.